dama ko koy jox mu daanu ni sama kaw.
man waxuma ko mu waxee woon la ko noonu yow la ko waroon informé ndax yow yaa ko gagné. yaa gagné jàppal.
Maria, apa kau nak ikan kaya suka? Na broda mimba Europe, Mr. Conte. Kita boleh kolkan saya na suka na mano banta jabo banta tuloban. Saya ka boleh kolkan anda ka ba official kana badama bulo mutarin baka ta sintilano. Ikon batungan ne ta ya puriye ma ko dumanti na ta mano sani tulo ne jam.
Munda, bete ni la broda man balwo service kalam.
Mun service?
Balwo service.
Ni da foronte mo kalam.
Munda, apela broda ko.
Thank you all for coming back. Council, are we ready to continue our proceedings?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we're ready to proceed.
Thank you very much. Counsel, I take it that the witness is not hesitating to come out.
In the bathroom, Mr. Chair.
Oh, yeah.
Poor timing, but he's in the bathroom. He should be out in a few minutes.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Mr. Jammeh.
Sir.
Have you had lunch?
Very much. Yes, sir.
Wonderful. You in a good mind frame to proceed?
Sir.
Thank you very much. So before we left for lunch, you are talking about the arrest of Tamsir Jasseh.
Yes, sir.
And you said nothing happens to him.
Yes, sir.
Nothing was done to him.
Nothing. I witness.
All right. But in connection with people who were arrested and detained at the NIA and were investigated either for an alleged coup plot or for criticizing Yahya Jammeh, did you at any point in time have anything to do with them?
No, sir.
Listen to the question.
Listen, sir.
Were you at any point in time taken to NIA premises for any purpose in connection with people who were being investigated either for a planned or attempted coup against Yahya Jammeh or for criticizing Yahya Jammeh?
What I can remember was, after the arrest, those people who were at Mile 2, I once participated to bring people like Sanyang and Permendi for interrogation.
Can you tell us about that?
Yes.
Please go ahead.
That the time Malik have a conflict with Farin, I'm the one who intervened. I said, look, Malik, not others are executed. You have to make sure that this man a free way to go and testify. I'm the one who intervened.
Don't. We want you to start from the beginning until that point. Give us a chronology of what has happened. We want to understand exactly what happened. So tell us about the story.
The activities you are asking me, that's what I want to tell you. Maybe the part I take, the role I play during that time.
Yes.
Because normally people like Tamsir Jasseh, you are talking of Tamsir Jasseh. When you arrest him, take him to the NIA. But the activities, normally what you used to go to the NIA was, it was just some few days, maybe 2 days to collect these people for interrogation. After that, I never participate. I don't go.
Can you tell us about those interrogations,
yes,
please?
That one, in fact, we will pick these people. What I witnessed, the day we went to pick these guys, because they once did a course, which is commando unit. I was not part of it. No, they know one another. I don't know the problem they have among themselves. But when this man, we were standing outside. When we enter inside on Mile 2, we are standing at that, these people, prison officers brought this man who was coming. I heard Malik talking, welcome, he was, But the moment this man seated inside, he take the pistol, he just, beat his head until he wound him. I said, look, Malik, why? I was very much mad with Malik that day.
Malik who?
Malik Jatta.
What did he do?
He took the pistol and beat this man's head.
And hit?
Yes.
The soldier?
No, it's Sanyang.
Sanyang on the head?
Yes.
With his pistol?
He said, that guy was doing bad things to him when they were training. I don't know. I was not present. I cannot witness that one. But what I witnessed, that's why I said, Malik, I'm the senior man. Why are you behaving like this? I even insult him. I said, don't do that. The next time you do this, I'm going to get the hell out of you. See? The second one to...
Okay, and what happened after that?
Yes, we take him to the NIA. We hand him over to the NIA.
And then what happened to him?
They were talking to him. By then I was out. I didn't sit inside. I went out.
Did you participate in torturing Sanyang?
No. Somebody I say, should I participate to beat him again? I feel.
Answer the question.
No, I didn't participate.
Thank you. What if Sanyang says that you participated in torturing him?
I don't do anything to him.
What if he says you did?
Maybe he may say that, but I didn't do that.
So you want us to believe your side of the story, that you did not torture him?
Yes, sir.
All right. apart from Faring Sanyang, did you witness any torture at the NIA?
Yes, sir.
Tell us about it.
Most of these people, I can remember most of them. Some of them, I don't know them, in fact. But normally what I used to tell my boys,
don't tell us what you used to tell them. Tell us about those incidents of torture that you witnessed. Tell us one by one what you saw, what happened, and what you participated in.
Normally, it's a long time. I cannot remember most of these things. When it happened, it's a long time. I cannot remember most of these people. I cannot remember them. So
but do you remember the incidents?
Yes, I remember them time to time. I remember them, some of them.
Can you tell us about the ones you can remember?
That's why I told you that of Per Mendy too, I remember, and Faring Sanyang.
What happened to Per Mendy?
Per Mendy too, we saw on the way when we went to collect him. It's the same issue. Malik did.
Remember, you told us you only participated in the arrest of 3 individuals. It was Vincent Jatta, Tamsir Jase.
Yes.
Finish.
Or the law, where we picked that boy with the pistol, was the lawman. There are 2 civilians, plus Tamsir Jase and Vincent.
Those 2 civilians were in relation to Cham.
Cham, yes.
Correct? When did you participate in the arrest of Per Mendy?
Per Mendy, I didn't arrest him. What I'm saying is to collect him from mile 2 to go and meet the panel at the NIA.
Okay, so that's a separate incident.
They asked us to go and collect him.
Okay, so how many people did you collect from mile 2
I remember,
and take them to State House?
No, it's not State House.
Sorry, I mean to NIA. Same place.
It's Per Mendy, Faring Sanyang.
And Faring Sanyang.
Yes. The rest, I was not.
Both of them were tortured, correct?
When we reached at the NIA, no. For me, I didn't witness that one.
What if maybe not so much Per Mendy. We've dealt with Faring Sanyang. So as far as you're concerned, you have not witnessed any torture at NIA?
I witnessed, but what happened was I don't go closer to such things.
So, what was your distance, or what was the distance between you and the persons that were tortured in your presence? Closest distance.
It was at night time. Sometimes some of these boys are, some of these boys are drunk. You cannot understand, maybe. But I know that.
The question, Mr. Jammeh, is how close were you to those people who were being tortured? Not the state of mind of the torturers. How close were you to those who were tortured?
We are always behind with them. Sometimes we will be walking up and down. Will be certain people.
Can you explain how these things happened? What was the system? How things used to happen when you went to NIA? How people were brought to be tortured? Can you explain that?
That one I can tell you. The only thing I witnessed is not much what you are trying to tell me. Because why? The situation was very confusing by then. It's very confused by then.
Can you help us understand what was going on? What happened?
There was too much of arrest, and some people were brought. We are so curious to see certain people when they are. Sometimes you will go up to hear some people when they are giving their statement. Others will be down. You cannot be everywhere. This was the situation at the NIA.
Okay. So we understand what the situation was. Can you tell us bit by bit, blow by blow, what was happening? The moment you arrived at the NIA, say you brought Faring Sanyang, tell us what happened.
Faring Sanyang, they take him up.
Up where?
For the hall, interrogation hall.
Okay, and then what happened?
We are down.
You took him up and you are down.
Yes.
So you mean to say you took him up, then you went down?
And normally, when this thing is going on, sometimes we
Could
go
you
back.
answer the question? You took him up, you left him there, and then you went down. That's what you said.
I don't take him up, but we take him up to the NIA premises down. It's the NIA officers who take them up.
Okay, and what would you do after handing him over to the NIA officers?
I would relax down.
And then what?
Let's wait.
And then what?
Maybe go to the state house or whatsoever, but or wait for the next order.
And then?
Yes, relax.
And then?
The only thing I can tell you.
So then you witnessed no torture?
I said people were too much. Many people were there. You cannot know all whatever is going on at the NIA. It's not possible.
Did you or did you not witness any torture at the NIA premises?
Yes, I witnessed.
Can you tell us what happened?
There's one day, that of Savage, if you can tell you, I witnessed that one too. I'm the one, when they started to hit it, I'm the one who went and...
Before you tell us about when they started to hit him, tell us from the first point you saw Savage up to the point they started hitting him. Chronologically.
I saw him at the NIA. The people who went and met him, brought him at the mile 2, I was not present.
Okay, good.
I went and met him behind.
Why did you have to go there? Why did you have to go to the NIA?
We are on the ground, down. After we walking out, I met him fortunately on that place.
What were you doing at the NIA?
We are there as a patrol team. We are there. The people who went for the arrest, we are there on the ground.
You did not go for Savage's arrest, correct? What were you doing at the NIA?
We are there on the operation.
And what was your role in that operation?
To go and arrest people and brought them to the other place, so escort. By then, in fact, the arrest is finished, but to escort people.
Escort them from where?
Bring them mile 2, but I always participated only 2 people, which is Faring and Permendi.
How many times did you go to the NIA during that period?
I cannot remember.
5 times?
I cannot remember. That one
10 times?
I said I cannot remember.
15 times?
I cannot remember.
More than 5 times?
As you may say, but for me, I
You went more than 5 times, correct?
maybe I cannot remember because it's a long time.
Did you go up to 10 times?
Don't know.
It was too many to remember, correct?
I cannot remember.
It was too many to remember. You went frequently, so you cannot remember how many
I cannot
times.
remember. I cannot remember.
We know that you cannot remember, but you cannot remember because you went many times. Is that the reason?
Maybe yes.
No. It's not about maybes. You know the situation. It's either a yes or a no.
What I can tell you, I went there, but the exact amount of time I went to NIA, if I tell you, I'll tell you a lie.
Is it because you went many times?
This is what I'm telling you.
What is it you're telling me?
That I cannot remember how many times I've been entering that place.
I want to know the reasons why you cannot remember. Is it because you went many times?
And it's not perfect.
Could you answer the question?
I say, man, I don't know because I'm not, by then things are so confusing. I cannot.
Is it that you cannot remember because you went there many times?
This is what I'm telling you.
It's a yes or a no?
Yes.
Thank you very much. So you went many times. You participated only in 2 arrests, correct?
Sorry, yes, sir.
Okay. So what were you doing there in these other times in which you did not participate in an arrest?
I'm going there as a team member.
To do what?
To go and witness such things which is happening there.
What things?
The interrogation.
Was it necessary for you to be there to just be an observer of the interrogations?
I believe as a team member who was going around for patrol time to time, we need to go there and witness certain things.
What things?
What is going on?
And what was going
So
on?
that we can also learn from what is, learn a lot from what is the way they are interrogating people.
Your team was there to torture the arrested persons and to get them to confess to crimes whether they committed them or not?
Anyway, that one, it didn't take me to that place. I didn't go there for that.
I am saying the team was there to torture suspects, to get them to confess. True
Maybe,
or false?
Yes, maybe it's true.
It's not about a maybe. It's either true or it's false.
It's true.
Exactly. And you were part of the team that was taken there
Part of the team, yes.
to do that job.
Not exactly, but we are there for that.
So you were there as a spectator, but
No,
the
no,
team was
as-
there to torture.
As a security man, as a soldier of a patrol team.
And the patrol team, you have just said, was there to carry out the tortures.
No, we participated to go and escort the people. They asked us to go and escort. That's why take us to that place.
Mr. Jammeh,
Yes, sir.
did you just say that the role of the patrol team was there to torture the suspects to get them to confess? You said that a minute ago, didn't you?
Yes. What happened was they asked us to go and escort people, but things, orders can change overnight. It is not. We are working on a command.
Okay. We
When the commander
accept,
said this,
we accept you were working on the command, but you just told us that your job or the job of the patrol team was to torture suspects to get them to confess.
no, sir, that is not their job.
So you changing your story?
No, I'm not changing, but what I'm telling is because when the order is given, there is no option for them. They are gentlemen. They have to follow by the order.
Here we are not talking about the order yet. We are talking about your purpose. Your purpose for being at the NIA during that period. What was it? Earlier on you told us that the group was there to torture suspects to get them to confess. Now you change your mind that was not your purpose there. Which is which? Was your group there to torture or it was there not to torture?
Purposely, first, what take us there is to go and escort these people. But what I said is, command can change overnight and bring another new thing to the system.
Okay, let's do it your way. Did the command change from escorting these people to torturing these
Yes,
people?
sir.
So the command changed?
Yes.
That's what you said?
Yes.
And the new order was to torture these people?
Yes.
And your group was there to do that?
Yes.
Thank you. And tell us which tortures you witnessed.
This is what I'm saying. The one I witnessed, because most of these things, sometimes I'm always out of that place. I witnessed one, which is, in fact, I even...
Let me repeat your words.
Yes.
I am always out of that place. That's what you said.
Yes. I'm the one who says so.
Okay, well, we just underlined it. Proceed, please.
Because what happens, sometimes I'll climb up to go and witness certain people when they are talking, so that I can learn what they are, hear what they are saying. That's why sometimes I don't come down.
Tell us which tortures you witnessed.
This is what I'm saying. When that guy would even attempt to beat him, I said, look, leave this man.
Which man are you talking
This
about?
savage. If he can, anywhere he's listening, he can know what I'm saying.
That's General Savage, correct?
Yes.
So can you tell us about what happened with him?
What happened was, because when they started, he was very angry, he was crying. When
Ismaila, don't just jump to the middle. Start from the first instance you saw Savage at NIA. What happened? What happened to him, and what was your role in it?
Savage, when he was brought to mile 2, I just met him at the NIA. I don't know who went for him. I heard that he was at mile 2. The people who arrested him, I don't know. But in the evening, I was at the hall. When I come down, I met Savage down behind.
While you were at the hall, do you recall what was happening there?
So they were asking people about questions,
Which
the
people?
involvement.
Which people?
The coup plots who attended.
Who in particular?
I didn't pair. They were interrogating Per Mendy, who was once I worked with him at the State House.
Per Mendy. Can you tell us how he was being interrogated?
But I think we are talking of Savage, so that we can go and finish about Savage. You go to Perry.
Don't worry, we will come to Savage.
Let's, man is not perfect.
Ismaila,
Yes.
I ask the questions.
Yes.
You answer the questions.
Yes.
All right. You do not decide how the questions would be asked.
Yes.
You understand?
I understand.
I understand. If you don't understand the question, I would clarify.
No problem.
If the question is confusing, I'll clarify. But you cannot decide the ordering of the questions.
No problem.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Let's proceed with Savage. With Pear. Tell us how he was being interrogated.
Pear, when they asked him, he said he will not talk in the front of Musa Jammeh because he said Musa Jammeh fought him out of the State House, which was so interested for me to hear such conversation. But what blamed me for me to sit there and listen. Only he said, you Musa, if you meet me in the toilet, I will sit with my feet. I will not get up. Even some people were even laughing. He said, Musa, you fought me out of State House, which it was so interested for me to know what was going wrong.
Repeating yourselves.
Yes.
Could you explain what happened afterwards?
I said the interrogation of Pear. When they asked Pear about the Pear was explaining the way he knew about this school. Musa told him that why do you inform? He said, Musa, I will not tell you. You are the one who fought me out of the State House.
Who was asking the questions?
The panel of the NIA.
Comprising of who?
Hydra and others were there. Hydra, I remember Hydra.
And who else?
Most of them, I cannot remember them.
Any representatives from the army?
I mean, the Musa Jammeh and others were all there.
And who else?
And then the late Mfali and others were all sitting.
Mfali who?
Mfali Jabang, he passed away.
And who else?
Yes, these are the people. It's a long time. I cannot remember most of these people.
General Martin, was he there?
Martin, I never worked with Martin.
I'm not saying you worked with him. The question is, was he present?
That day, no, he was not there.
Langton Bongtamba, was he present?
I cannot remember most of these people. No.
Are you trying?
I can only remember Musa Jammeh.
Are you trying not to remember?
No, the reality, I'm telling you. Is the reality.
Obviously, Musa Jammeh did not form the panel all by himself.
But what I'm saying is, Musa Jammeh, I can remember now.
And it's only Musa Jammeh you can remember.
Their conversation was so much interested for me because we are all once working.
It's only Musa Jammeh you can remember.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that odd? You are a soldier. Your colleagues were there. You knew Rang Tombong, you knew General Martin. It's only two people you can remember.
I remember, these are the many people were there, but these are the people I can remember. I tell you, between me and God.
Just those two people?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your group, who was present?
I cannot remember because people were, it was at night, others are up. I cannot remember all those, I cannot catch up all those.
Was it normal that you would be deployed alone from your group?
No, people are scattered.
You can't even remember which junglers were present there.
Activities were too much. That's why most of these things you cannot remember because it's so stressful that time.
Are you trying to hide behind I don't remember?
Oh my God, I don't hide.
Okay. Well, let me ask you. Malik Jatta, was he present?
Where at the scene at the NIA quarters?
Yes.
Yes, they were on the ground. They were on the ground.
Fansu Nyabali, was he present?
Yes, the whole team was there.
But you, just a second ago, you could not remember who was there.
What I'm saying is on the ground at the hall where this thing was taking place.
I asked about the members of your team who were present at the NIA at the time. Who were they?
I said the whole team were there, but others are up.
Okay, tell us who comprised the whole team.
Our team, the people I also move with, Sana Manjang, me, myself.
Yes.
Mustafa Sane.
Yes.
Malik Jatta. Michael Jatta. Aliu Jeng. And Fansu Nyabali. And other group also, they have their own.
Okay, that's your group.
Yes, my
and
group.
Who was the commander of your group?
Our group, by then.
Yes.
The whole group commander was Tumbul.
Tumbul who?
Multamba.
Was he present?
He was there. He was present there.
Good. And the other group comprised of who?
That group, if I name you, no, I cannot remember most of these boys there because I have less business with them.
That group, were they also junglers?
Yeah, the same different group, but the different, yes, commander.
Under the command of Nuhabaji?
No, by then Malafikor was there, but after, I don't know who was immediate to take over from Malafikor.
Good.
Babaji was there, yes.
Okay. So your group, what was, okay, we have now established, you have agreed that the junglers were there to torture the victims to get them to confess. All right? So on this particular occasion, you were there. Pierre Mendy was being interrogated. You were just telling us how that interrogation was proceeding.
Yes, sir.
The junglers, did they participate in the interrogation?
They are not part of the board. They were down.
Malia Mungu, Musa Jammeh, was he a jungler?
No, sir.
What was he?
He's a commander. He's a soldier. You know, a commander. By then he was a lieutenant. I believe that he's a senior man who should go and listen after. You can take the matter to the State House when what is present.
He was Yaya Jammeh's personal representative in the panel, correct?
I believe he was there to represent for the president.
So your answer is yes?
Yes.
He was Yaya Jammeh's personal representative in the panel?
I believe that why he is there, I believe whatever is going on, if you go back, he'll give back the feedback to the president.
So you are agreeing that he represented Yaya Jammeh in the panel?
Sir.
That's good. Was any other jungler present in the interview room?
I cannot remember. Me, I know that of myself. I cannot remember most of this time.
And what were you doing there?
I just went there. I feel like to go climb and go and see.
And you were allowed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. During Pierre's interrogation, was he beaten?
Unless his class with Malik, or what he was not beaten in my presence, I don't see it.
Okay. That was his earlier class with Malik?
Malik, yes.
Okay, good. So, did he confess to any crimes?
For him. Unless what he was making us very laugh, people are laughing. You know, he stammered. Now, before he was talking, he knew he used to stammer. People used to laugh there.
But after the interrogation, where was he taken?
Maybe they took him back to Mile 2. I was not present when they took him back.
So, did you remain in the interrogation room until he finished, or you left?
Oh, sometimes we also need to go and see our family. Sometimes we leave the ground and go, me personally. Because you cannot be there for long, you don't see your family. I
am only interested in what was happening at that time. Did you stay there until the end of his interrogation?
No, sir.
Or you left?
I left.
And where did you go?
I went down to the city. There's a reception where I sit down. If you enter inside NIA, there's a reception. There are seats there. That's where I went and sit.
Okay, and then what happened after that?
Yes, sometimes they will, things were too much. Sometimes they will ask us to go home till later. Sometimes the order will not come back until I will follow in the
So at what stage did you see Savage?
No, that one, I talked to him, they leave him.
At what stage did you first come into contact with Savage?
Just meet him outside where he was standing. They wanted to beat him. I said, look, stop. This man, I know his problem. Because there's a problem what happened when he was in Kanilai, the way they removed him, which I know. I said, look, I know this man. Bojang mixed this man with the family. Which
family?
With our Jammeh's family, Kanilai.
Your family?
Yes. When he said this one to Savage, he go this way, he tell this one, refuse, let them not take bread. And he tell these people that it's your right, go and take bread for these people. He was confessing the ground. Savage don't know. He was taking orders from him when the whole Bajinka is mixing him with the family. Until the big man was so aware of it, he then moved him from Kanilai. That's why when I meet this thing, I said, look, they trouble Savage. Savage, no, come. Savage was even crying. I said, just, don't touch him. This how Savage matter was.
Was he touched?
No, they wanted to attempt to beat him.
Was he beaten?
I cannot witness that one.
We received evidence that he was beaten. You were there, and all of you participated in the beating.
Maybe before I arrived at the ground. But when I arrived at the ground, I have to seize the situation. I said, look, stop.
Was he being beaten when you arrived, or they wanted to start beating him after you arrived?
Maybe, but before the time I arrived, maybe the time I was not present, it happened. But in my presence, it didn't happen.
So, why did you have to say stop?
It's a problem which I know. That's why I have to come in to his aid. He's a brother. Everybody you see in the Gambia is a brother.
I'll come to that. What I want to understand
Yes, sir.
is, at what stage did you arrive? Was he being beaten, or they were about to start beating him?
He was at the ground before I arrived. I don't know what, I meet him when this thing happened. When I meet Sabik, first I couldn't recognize him. The moment I reach him, I say, look, come, look. But my problem with this, with my commanders was, I was telling them that, look, leadership by example. You cannot put these boys on this while you people you chip away yourself from that place. You have to make sure that set sample, men they see, they run away from that. What they went on the ground now, beating my legs so that it take me out
Ismaila,
of it. Yes.
let's do it step by step. You understand?
Sir.
You are so eager to tell the commission what you told other soldiers. We are interested in that. But equally, we are interested in knowing what happened, who did what, and to whom. You understand? What were they doing to Savage, if anything?
That's what I'm telling you. You know, what I witnessed, I'm telling you. It's a long time, man, to remember all what happened. It's a long time, I cannot remember. For me, I went on too much of stress. That's why some of these things, I cannot remember them. That's why...
Because you choose not to remember them.
And it's not perfect. Even you, sometimes what happened yesterday, you cannot remember all.
This is not about me.
No,
this is about you testifying.
About humanity I'm talking of.
This is about you testifying.
Yes, sir.
And focus on answering the questions instead of answering what you want. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Was Savage beaten?
In my presence, no.
We received evidence that he was beaten. Do you disagree with that?
That's why I said, in my presence, I didn't see. Maybe before I arrived.
Do you disagree with the suggestion that he was beaten?
I said what I witnessed, I didn't see it. This is what I said, I disagree because I didn't see it.
We received information that you participated in beating Savage.
I said, no, I didn't participate.
You deny that?
I deny, yes, sir.
What if we get Savage and he testifies that you participated in beating him?
He's welcome.
What would you say to that?
I want him to testify before everybody.
What would you say to that? Would you say he's lying?
He's what?
Would you say that he is lying?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Malik Jatta was present there. And he said you were present there. Was he lying?
Malik is lying. It's a black lie.
So you did not participate in it?
Yes, sir.
But obviously you have an interest in removing yourself from what happened.
If I do this, I'll say I do this. If I don't do this, I'll say I don't do it. Allah has seen me.
Okay. So you told us that you had to tell the soldiers something, not to do something with him, not to torture Malik, Savage, didn't you?
I say so.
Why did you have to say
because
that?
I know the truth, which is, it's a plot against him.
Why did you have to say it?
It's the truth prevailed. I want the truth to maintain. That's what this truth is truth.
Listen to the question.
Yes, sir.
I am not suggesting that you said that Savage did not do what he was accused of. That's not the question.
Yes.
The question is, did you say to the soldiers not to torture Savage?
Yes, sir, I say so.
Why did you have to say so?
Because I didn't see the offense he caused. That's why I feel him. He don't cause any offense. He need not to be tortured.
And if he did commit an offense?
I don't think he'll commit an offense.
No, listen. You said Savage needed not to be tortured because he did not commit an offense.
Yes, sir.
What if he did commit an offense?
Don't
Should
think
he
we-
be tortured?
I don't think we'll reach that stage.
So for those who committed offenses, they should be tortured. Correct?
Yes, sir.
That's your testimony.
Yes, sir.
Those who committed offenses should be tortured. And that indication means yes, correct?
When the order is passed, we have no option. We have to make sure to execute the order.
And the order was torture them.
Yes, sir.
And you guys tortured them.
What I witnessed, I didn't. With the people I witnessed, I would say I witnessed it. But the people I didn't witness, I didn't witness it.
Yes, but tell us those you witnessed.
That's why the activities were too much. I was not present on that issue.
Torture was too much. Those are your words.
What I'm saying is, we have different groups. Sometimes we are in Kololi. We'll meet. I'll go and meet my comrades inside.
Don't confuse the matters.
Don't confuse.
I am not talking about the other groups.
Yes.
I'm talking about you, Ismaila Jammeh, being present at the NIA premises when torture was happening. Was there a lot of torture?
So these things I cannot remember.
You cannot remember.
I cannot remember. Most of it.
How many times have you seen torture in your life?
I cannot remember.
Is this something you would see every day?
No, this is, I'm not interested to see torturing people to be tortured. It's not my will.
So you would accept that this would be on very few and rare occasions?
Yes.
And of course, these incidents would leave a very profound mark in your memory. Correct? Yet you sit here and say you just don't remember.
What I'm saying is, this thing took place at a confession time whereby sometimes something will happen. To remember them is going to be very difficult. Because sometimes it's not one group. Sometimes you'll come, you'll meet people already, they are on their process.
Process
the only
of
people
what?
I remember.
The process
are the
of
people
what?
I'm telling that
You said you would sometimes come and you would meet people in their process, quote unquote. That's what you said.
Interrogation is going ahead.
Okay, okay. Yes. And then what would happen?
Yes, they will go ahead with the interrogation. We look at them like this, what they are doing.
Which is?
They are interrogating people.
And the tortures?
No.
You never saw torture?
This is what I'm saying.
What are you saying? Did you ever see the tortures or did you not ever see the tortures?
I cannot understand still. I don't understand. Because,
I would ask the interpreter to tell you in Jola
if in English I can
or
understand.
to tell you in Mandinka. Did you ever witness any of these tortures happening at the NIA?
Witness. Because what I'm saying is, because I don't want to say, when I say this, I cannot remember who. But what I can witness, I witnessed that of Savage. I witnessed that one.
Was that the only one you witnessed?
I remember.
You see, Mr. Jammeh,
let me tell you. I remember,
just hear me out. Now, few seconds ago, you said, I witnessed that of Savage.
Yes.
But few minutes ago, you told us you were never there.
What I'm saying is, that of Savage, I'm there now.
So now you are saying that of Savage, you are there.
Yes.
But just a little while ago, and on several occasions, you denied being present when Savage was tortured.
I didn't. I said, I come down, I meet Savage already on the ground. Understand? When I come down, the way he come to Mile 2, I don't know who brought him down.
We are not talking about how he came to Mile 2.
Yes.
We are talking about Savage being tortured. A few seconds ago, you said you were not present when Savage was tortured. And now you are telling us you were present when Savage was tortured.
I said I didn't witness it. I met this, they were confronting, talking to him. This is what I witnessed. That's what I told him. Stop. Whatever. If you want to attempt something, stop. I'm coming. This is what is, everybody agree on me. But I didn't meet somebody beating Savage physically. I meet Savage was so much.
So again, you change your mind.
I didn't change my mind. What I know, that what I'm trying to explain. Talking is not easy. It's not easy for me alone to be explaining such. It's not easy. Talking is very difficult.
The thing is,
Yes.
we have to be very fair to you.
I'm very fair to you people.
Yes, but it's more important for us to be fair to you.
Thank you.
All right? We want to try to get your version of the truth and try to think straight and try to avoid confusing the issues. You understand? Because it just comes across as if you're lying. Because you have changed your mind about this particular issue 3 to 4 times now.
I hold the Quran. I will not tell you a lie.
Yes.
Yes.
That is what you may have in your heart.
Yes.
But what you are telling us is completely different. You have said conflicting things several times. Tell us, and I'll give you the chance again. Tell us which tortures you saw with your own eyes happening at the NIA.
Well, I cannot remember. What I remember is Savage. That is what I'm telling you. There are certain things happen. I cannot remember them.
Okay.
And I can tell you.
I am not asking you to tell me names
Yes.
at the moment.
Yes.
Did you, in fact, ever see anybody being tortured at the NIA?
Anybody tortured at the NIA?
You see, it's not such a difficult question.
2, Sergeant Bojang Jammeh.
Yes?
He too, if you ask him, he tell you the way I deal with him.
Answer the question you are
Yes,
asked.
I witnessed Bojang Jammeh. I remember him now.
You remember Bojang Jammeh?
Yes.
He was tortured.
Yes.
Was it on the same occasion or not?
No, he too, no, it's a different occasion.
Okay.
Okay.
Now let's talk about this 2006 coup d'etat or attempted or planned coup d'etat.
Yes, yes.
Did you ever see a person tortured during that period?
Yes.
Can you tell us which occasions and how it happened?
No, I remember now one Yaya Dabo is now a major now. I remember now. Who was, even when he was crying, he was even telling people, ask Ismaila Jammeh, I'm very loyal. When we used to meet at 13 by this place. I said, yes, I can remember. But I didn't touch him. He's my therefore Yadabo. He remember. If you ask him anywhere, he can tell you.
Who tortured him?
It's the group.
Can you name the names of those who were there beating him?
Co-group, the people who were working with the boat. At night time, people are too much. It's the group. I can say the whole group were people, everybody.
So the whole group was there beating him? That's what you said?
Yes, people were too much.
Okay, hold a second.
Yes. Yadabo, I remember him. Yadabo,
okay.
I remember Yadabo.
Sanyang?
Everybody was there. Everybody was there.
Yes, I'm trying to get at the information on those who participated in the beating. You said all of them participated in the beating.
Even me personally was there, but I was standing aside. When this guy was crying, he was even telling, ask Ismaila Jammeh.
Why don't you wait for the question?
Sorry.
Sanyang participated in the beating?
Yes, they are all with the group.
You told us who was present. Now I want to establish who beat.
No problem.
Sanyang?
Yes.
He beat.
They are all part of the group there.
He also beat.
Yes. Maybe it can be. He also, because people are too much, You're
telling me maybe he can.
Yes,
obviously he can. The question is, did he participate?
Yeah, he participated.
Fansunyabali, did he participate?
It's going to be too difficult for me. What happened was, let me explain my story. They surrounded this man. And when
they what?
People, they surround the man where he was sitting.
Yes.
He was sitting. Now, automatically at night time, it's going to be very hard for you to see where somebody's hand is going. You hear people talking, shouting. You will not know automatically what is going. You will see people, activities are there. But I can say everybody surrounding, people are surrounding.
You know something?
Yes, sir.
This thing was never confusing.
Yes.
It is just you who is trying to confuse what happened there. Because what you are telling us is not making any sense.
I believe I'm giving sense, sir.
I am not understanding you. And perhaps maybe the chairman can indicate whether he is understanding you. But what you are saying is you mixing up everything.
Not mixing.
Buba, this person you just mentioned, Yaya.
Yes.
Was he beaten?
Yes, he was beaten.
By members of your group?
Sir.
And you said all the group participated. I want a firm answer.
Yes.
All the group participated?
Yes.
And the group comprised of the following: Sanna Manjang.
Name?
Malik Jatta.
Name?
Michael Korea.
Yes.
Mfansu Nyabali.
Yes.
Aliu Jeng.
Yes.
All of them beat.
Well, what I can tell you, he was surrounded by people. And Dabo, the reason why I sympathize with Dabo, I used to joke with him.
Don't tell us now.
Listen to me.
No, you listen.
I don't want to look
you listen.
my eyes with what is going on.
You listen.
Yes.
You listen.
Yes.
I don't want you to go on about answering questions that you are not asked.
Yes.
Just focus on, if you answer the question, we would move very smoothly. You understand? What we are trying to drive at is to arrive at the truth about what happened.
This is the truth I'm giving you.
Okay?
Yes.
Let's cut it short. You want the commission to believe that all members of your group converge on this person and we are beating him except you.
Yes.
Except you.
That Dabo, he used to meet me at Tatin's place. I used to go there, he meet me there. He used to joke very well with me, in fact. Somebody I joke with is my son. I shall never do
look,
things with him.
Okay. Yes. You used to go to Almamo Mane's house.
No, I don't go to his house.
You used to eat from his house.
No, I have never been to his house.
That is what you would say today?
No. Yes, even the Quran is there, I don't go there.
Okay. But you have accepted earlier that he was your friend. He was like a brother to you, that's what you said.
We were working in the same office at the president's house.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
That did not stop you from firing your weapon at him.
That one is a military operation, which is life. You deal with life.
And this too was a military operation. You are not at the NIA for a barbecue.
I tell you, still now I feel something about Alimamo. Till even today I'm talking.
Yes, but
I felt it, and something I regret, and I will regret forever what happened.
We accept that.
It's a comrade, and
we accept that.
Yes.
Almamo's, the justification was it was a military operation. You were at the NIA not for a barbecue, were you? It was another operation.
I went there by an order to go there to...
On a military operation?
Yes.
It's no different.
The different one.
Oh, this one, a different operation.
That of Almamo and this one is different.
And your group converged on this person and tortured him, and you claim that you are the only person who stood aside and refused to participate.
Even Yaya Dabo can testify that Ismaila didn't touch me.
Okay. How about Wasa Kamara?
Oh, that one I can't remember.
Now let's move on to the civilians.
Yes.
Were you present when any civilians were being tortured by you and your group?
Civilians like?
Civilians who were arrested in connection with the Freedom newspaper saga?
Never. Maybe I know, but I don't touch anybody.
Were you present?
Maybe I will be on the ground. It may happen I'll be on the ground, but I didn't participate in any
Did you see any civilian being tortured there?
Well, people were arrested, but most of these things, I cannot remember them now. See, you maybe do certain things, you forget them. Really, this is the situation now.
Is it because that you people participated in such terrible atrocities, you decided to block your mind
No, sir.
of these things?
No. Why?
But you just confessed, you just indicate that torture was not something that was happening every day.
What I'm telling you, I still stand. I don't want people. I don't want to see people being tortured. That is out of my system. I don't like that. That's why I'm not interested in most of these things. I'm not interested.
Okay, let's take it for granted that we accept that.
Yes.
Okay? But answer the question. Were you present at the NIA when civilians were being tortured by your group?
Sometimes at the NIA, you will be there. Certain activities will be going. You will not be aware. This is the problem.
Could you spare us of that and just answer the question?
This is the issue. Me, sometimes I'm very much, focused to know what is going on at the conference where they normally take statement. Sometimes they will call me and say, "We are ready to move. I have to come."
The question is,
Yes.
did you, Ismaila Jammeh, see any particular civilian being tortured at the NIA premises?
Well, I cannot remember now. So really. Maybe it will happen, I forget, but I cannot remember some of these things.
Today you are choosing not to remember.
Really, I'm telling you.
And you are choosing not to remember.
They are tortured. Because civilians, I don't see the reason why.
You are choosing not to remember simply because you participated in these events.
No, when I participate in something, why should I fear to tell them I participated?
But you even fear saying that you were present when these things happened. You are hiding behind, I can't remember.
I have to be present because of an order. I have to be there because this is a coup. If I didn't,
you are hiding behind, I cannot remember.
From who?
You are hiding behind, I cannot remember.
I think this is what I can tell you. Really.
You see, Mr. Jammeh, the commission received evidence of some civilians who said that you helped them during their torture. And I think the commission received that evidence favorably.
Sometimes you may help somebody in the sake of God, you forget. You help somebody for the sake of helping, you forget that you once helped somebody.
No.
Sometimes somebody remember me, you want me to be, you give me what, you remember.
Mr. Jammeh,
like that.
Mr. Jammeh.
Yes.
You see, the problem here is you tried to remove yourself from the events at NIA by either saying you are not there or saying you cannot remember.
I didn't mean I don't want to go. I would have not gone.
Because if you were not there, it would not have been possible for you to help those two individuals.
Yes, I said I'm there. Hadn't been I don't want to go there, I would have absent myself from NIA.
But
that's why I was present.
But you could not even tell us of a single torture that you witnessed.
No, I didn't torture any civilian.
The question is,
yes,
you could not tell us of a single torture that you witnessed, that you saw.
If I remember, I will tell you.
You're simply hiding behind, I can't remember.
I'm telling you the truth.
Okay, we would move on. We would leave it at that.
No, because sometimes, what I'm telling you, you will do good to somebody. He may remember you. Goodness, if you do something, it's Allah who put that mind in somebody who can remember you. But you forget about it. You understand? But maybe if you tell me, but for me, I cannot remember. I've seen people. Sometimes I do good to people there, which I cannot remember them. You see?
You see, I don't have a problem with that.
Yes.
The problem I have is your refusal to remember a single incident of torture. You can't or wouldn't remember a single incident of torture.
I cannot remember. Maybe I cannot remember who I don't know. But I don't know them. That's why the people I don't know. You cannot know his name. I don't know him.
I am not asking you to name names.
Yes.
I am asking you to talk about particular incidents. You couldn't remember anyone. The only two incidents you remember, Buba Jammeh, and that was separate, completely different.
For this guy, Lamin Cham, I can now remember to another guy who is a civilian, Lamin Cham. Also, you know, for him already, I met him arrested at the NIA because he was a sport reporter. For Lamin Cham, I remember he was.
So bit by bit, it's coming.
No, this is I'm remembering now because you know.
Yes, tell us about it.
Yes.
Tell us about Lamin Cham.
Lamin Cham. Ask him whether we
Tell us what happened to Lamin Cham.
Yes, he was interrogated at the NIA, simply.
Was he tortured?
Lamin Cham.
Lamin Cham.
No, I cannot remember Lamin Cham's torturing.
You see, the problem is
Yes, Lamin
you
Cham,
simply.
I'm aware of, you know, because his reason why I remember him.
The question is,
Yes.
was he tortured?
Yes, I heard that he is tortured.
That's an interesting recovery.
He was
That's
saying
an
that I was
interesting
tortured, because
recovery.
maybe it may happen.
30 seconds ago, he was not.
This is what I'm saying. He
Now
may be tortured
he is.
in my absence. You understand? But I heard that Lamin
He
Cham
was tortured in your absence.
Yes. Maybe he was tortured, but I didn't witness his torturing.
I don't understand.
This is what I'm saying. Because Lamin Cham.
Okay, wait,
Yeah,
hold on a second.
Yes.
He was not tortured. Yes, he was tortured. Maybe he was tortured in my absence. You've given us three different answers.
Sorry, let me clarify something.
Please.
You know, I hear Lamin Cham testifying on the TRR here.
Don't tell us what Lamin Cham has
No, this is what I'm
testified.
saying. This is what I learned, that he said he was
Mr.
tortured.
Witness,
Yes, sir.
we are not asking you what Lamin Cham has testified.
Yes.
We are asking you what you know, what you saw, what you witnessed.
I don't witness this torture now.
As far as you are concerned, Lamin Cham was not tortured.
I didn't witness it.
So when you said he was tortured, that was a lie.
What I hear is from the media when he was talking about
Answer
this,
the question.
Maybe he was tortured because I believe that he's a matured man. If he's not tortured, he will not say that he was tortured.
So when you say he was tortured, that was not true.
Repeat again.
You told us three things. You said, yes, he was tortured. You said he was not tortured in your presence. And then you said, maybe he was tortured. You said all those three.
So confusing to me.
Which one is your position now?
Now.
What do you say now? Was he or was he not tortured as far as you know?
I heard from the statement that he said he was tortured, and I believe that
I
he was
am
tortured.
not asking you what you heard from Lamin Cham. I am asking you what you witnessed.
I didn't witness. Yes, he was tortured. But what I learned from, he said he was tortured, and I believe he's tortured.
So your basis for saying he was tortured
Yes, I believe it's true.
was what he said.
Yes.
That was your only basis.
Yes.
So you were not there when he was tortured.
Yes. Within the interrogation, I think I met him when they were interrogating.
Answer the question.
Yes.
Were you present when he was tortured, or you were not present?
I was not present.
You were not present.
Yes.
Okay. You know, the peril of what you were saying is that if it emerges that you were present when he was tortured, then it would be a problem for you because no one would believe your story.
No problem. This is it.
Okay? Good. So, Wasa Kamara, you were not present.
Wasa Kamara, I don't know him among the people. Wasa Kamara, I just know him recently. I don't know him.
Bunja Dabo, were you present?
Bunja Dabo.
Yes.
Yes, Bunja Dabo. Yes, I remember.
Now you remember.
Yes, for Bunja Dabo, I was present.
Did you beat him?
Bunja Dabo, yes, sir.
You committed torture.
So what happened was,
Did you beat him? You said yes.
Yes, sir.
So you committed torture.
yes, for that one I prayed. I remember I torture.
And you see the games you are playing.
No, it's only the game I'm playing.
You would not remember anything. Even the guy you tortured, you would not remember until I mentioned his name.
What I'm
If
saying
I
is-
didn't mention his name, you are going to conveniently forget it.
No. long time. What I'm saying is, if I remember something, it's a long time, I'm telling you. If I remember about Bunja.
Remember you told the commission you hate torture?
Yes.
You don't beat anybody. Remember you said that?
Yes, I said that.
And now you beat Bunja.
Bunja, even that one, maybe coming for it.
Even Yaya Dabo, you also tortured.
I don't beat him, I don't touch him.
All right.
I don't touch him.
And who else did you torture?
I can't remember. These are the people. I don't.
You cannot remember.
I cannot remember.
You see, if you say you cannot remember those who you have tortured, just hear me out. It's in fact an admission that you have participated in torture. Is that correct? Have you participated in torture?
Even Bunja, I would say that Bunja, I deeply regret.
Can you answer?
Bunja, in fact, no.
Can you answer the question?
I hold his hand. In fact, it's not beaten. I hold his hand.
Can you answer the question?
I beaten him. I hold his hand. That's why I said I participate.
Yes, you did. Yes. Can you answer the question? We will come to Bunja later.
Yes, yes.
Or you just want to limit it to Bunja for now?
No, this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Bunja, yes.
You held Bunja's hands while he was being beaten.
Yes.
You regret it.
Yes.
What would you say to him?
Sorry for him.
Sorry for you too.
I deeply regretted what have transpired between because him and me, despite the fact that he is Dabo, I'm Jammeh, which I regret deeply from my heart, the bottom of my heart.
Who else would you have to apologize to?
Everybody in the whole Gambia, I will apologize. Everybody, I should apologize.
Who else would you have to apologize to for having participated in his or her torture?
In one way or the other, the one I know, the one I don't know, I deeply regret what happened.
And you did not participate. Let's just be truthful.
I'm
you see, your apology,
yes,
your plea for forgiveness would only be meaningful if you accept the truth about what you have done.
It's what I accept. What they do, bad things I do, which I remember, which even the one I remember, the one I don't remember, I regret, deeply regret.
Tell us who else you participated in torturing.
No, I can't remember all this. I can't tell you. Because at times something will be happening, you will be standing aside.
But
part of the group.
Yes, your group participated in the torture of scores of people, both military and civilians.
I cannot rule out myself because I'm part of the group. Either it is good or bad, I will solve it, which I deeply regret. Why I'm part of the group.
Would you accept the fact that apart from Bunja Dabo, who is your senior in the army, isn't he?
Yes.
A lieutenant colonel in the army.
By then, first time, he was not a lieutenant colonel.
That time he was a lieutenant?
Yes, sir, he's a lieutenant.
And you were what?
A private soldier.
And you participated in the torture of your superior officer?
By the act of the order.
Yes.
Sir.
But it's embarrassing as well.
It's not my will.
It is shameful, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Good. But apart from that shameful act, did you participate in the torture of anybody else?
Anyway,
the important thing here is the truth. Because if you lie about it, it may have consequences. Did you participate?
The Quran is here.
Yes.
Yes.
We all can say it. Did you participate in the torture of anybody else?
Anyway, this is what I remember, and whatever I didn't remember, I regret. Whatever
you see,
what happened, I deeply regret.
Okay.
I am asking for forgiveness.
Yes, we all accept that.
Yes.
We all accept that.
Yes.
This is some quasi-legal, quasi-judicial proceeding.
Yes.
And we have to get the facts right.
That's true.
You understand? You can make a general apology for everything that has happened. But you see, it's hard, it's painful. We have to go to the details.
That's true.
I am not asking you for names. I'm not asking for any particular name. But the question is, did you participate in the torture of any other person apart from Bunja Dabo?
Unless I'll think deeply and think deeply. Because
please think deeply.
This is what I'm thinking. I cannot even recall. Hadn't been, I know, there is no need for me to be, people are listening. I don't want to prolong the program. I want to leave here as early as possible. It's not my intention to be
I am not, yes, I accept that.
Yes.
Mr. Witness, for the proper running of these proceedings,
Yes, sir.
we have the time to
This
carry
what
out the mandate that the National Assembly has given us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Throughout this afternoon, Council has not been asking complicated legal questions,
That's true, yes.
complicated theories. They were very simple, straightforward questions. If you can quickly answer those questions
Answer it.
in a very short manner, that would help our proceedings. We bring witnesses here to help us create this record of what has happened here with a view to promoting healing and reconciliation.
True.
Not come here to just go around in circles. Fine, you have your own right to answer questions the way you want to. But to assist these proceedings, we should have a way of answering those questions directly put to you.
That's true.
Council has been doing that, shortening it, not getting around, and replies come in about stories after story after story
Yeah,
after story.
I don't intend to...
Can I just finish, please? And if that is the case, I think we should provide those answers that he's seeking and not prolong the thing. Don't worry about whether or not you are taking the time of the Commission. The Commission has been established to carry out its mandate. Thank you. Council, you may proceed, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I hope that will be helpful. So what we are trying to drive at is whether you have participated in some other torture or tortures apart from the one you have admitted to.
Don't participate in any torture, except the one I remember. This is what I can tell you. I need not to prolong this program. I know that you people are working on time. That's why I remember, I will tell you simple outright, and this is what is going on. We'll continue to another topic.
That is to be determined by me, whether we continue on to another topic. You see, some of these things can be so inconvenient and even painful because it is shameful. You understand? The torture of your own superior officers in the army is shameful. And that's why to bring it out in the open on national television would be very painful. But you see, this is something you and I have to enjoy. I do not necessarily enjoy bringing out evidence of somebody's misfortune. I don't enjoy that. But this comes with the territory. I would have to enjoy it, so you also have to do the same. Now I resume questioning. Is it that you cannot remember who else you participated in torturing, or that you did not participate in torturing anybody else at all?
I cannot remember. This is the problem. Had it been I remember, I will tell you outright. Because for Bunja, my superior officer, a private soldier, you are not mad to beat your, especially a sergeant, moreover a lieutenant. But it's condition beyond my control. That's why I deeply regret.
Okay. Okay, let's make this agreement. From the answer you have given,
Yes.
you are not ruling out the possibility that you have participated in some other tortures. You are saying
Yes.
that it is possible that you have, listen, you are saying that it is possible that you may have participated in some other torture, but you cannot remember who.
If I remember, I will tell you I remember. There is no need for me to hide. I don't need, if I remember, it's a simple thing. I will tell you I remember this. What I don't remember, I will tell you. That's why I'm telling you.
What I am try to understand the question.
Yes.
What I want to know is,
Yes.
is it the case that you have participated in some other torture but you do not remember the incident or who the person was? Or is it the case that you did not participate in any other torture at all?
No, I didn't participate.
What if it emerges that you have participated in some other torture?
If I remember, I'll say yes, I remember about it, but I don't remember, I don't know, really.
Okay. So I would ask this question again.
Yes.
Is it a case of you don't remember, or is it that it has never happened?
It never happened, sir.
It never happened.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And in that case, if it emerges that you have participated in some other torture, it would mean you are lying when you said it never happened.
What I remember, it never happened.
Okay.
It never happened. And that one too,
If it therefore emerges
Yes.
that you have participated in some other torture, then it means you are lying.
No problem.
Okay, good. Thank you very much.
Sir.
I would leave the issue of the tortures.
No problem.
Okay, for now. Let's move on to the arrest of Ndur Cham
Ndur Cham, when?
in Farafenye.
No, I didn't participate. I didn't go there. By then, I left the troops earlier.
You did not participate in the arrest of Ndur Cham in Farafenye.
By then, I was at Yundum at the Tiger Watch.
Did you sign your statement?
Today.
Did you sign your statement?
Yes.
And before signing it, did you read over the statement?
Ask them. I read all those things. Even Gomez, the first day they come to find, I asked him, look, who put this thing there? Ask him, I condemn it outright. Even I saw Tanya there, all those things, I told him this out of it. I didn't participate in it. I was out of the state house by then. Gomez can testify that. When they were at the young woman's office.
Do you say again?
I said when Gomez come to take our statement that day, the day they asked us that these people are coming for us to assess our statement, I asked Gomez, he'll tell you. When I did, I said, look, who put this thing there? Me, I left State House at 2007.
And when do you think Nur Cham was arrested?
I cannot know. Nur Cham's arrest, I don't know.
Was 2006.
I cannot remember. No, Nur Cham, I don't know when he was arrested.
You did not participate in that.
I don't even participate. I left the State House earlier.
Okay.
Yes.
What if it emerges that you participated in that?
I said no to it. In fact, the issue of Nur Cham is just right now I'm hearing about Nur Cham. Me, I don't know anything about Nur Cham.
Did you ever go to Farafenye on an operation to arrest Nur Cham?
I don't know Farafenye.
You've never been to Farafenye?
Maybe they are the camp, but I said I am at Tiger Watch 1BN. I'm transferred to 1BN 2010.
Just answer the question.
No, sir.
Thank you very much. Now let's go to the execution of Daba Marena and others. Can you tell us what you know about it?
One day I was called by Tumbul Tamba that we are going on a normal patrol at the State House. We have to converge at the State House, which I accept I come.
Where were you at that time?
By then I was in my residence, Kololi. He called me on the telephone. That is a normal patrol. I said, no problem, I will come. He said, I want everybody. I said, I'm also coming. This is where I went to the State House. We were converged there.
How were you dressed to go on this patrol?
Same uniform. I put on uniform. The way uniform.
Combat ready?
Yes, sir.
To go for a patrol in Banjul?
No. Normally, when somebody will go up to Katong, we go to the border, we go countrywide, around the border. From here, we come up to Kalaji.
That time, were you people reporting to work like all regular soldiers? It's not such a difficult question.
That time, no.
You stayed at home?
Yes. because we need to relax. If you go for patrol, we need to have.
Why don't you wait for the question?
Sorry.
You stayed at home until you were needed, correct?
Yes.
You reported to work on an ad hoc basis. You did not have to go every day.
Yes.
Sometimes, even within the month, you wouldn't go to work.
No, that's not possible. No, that's not possible.
How often would you report to work during the month?
Maybe sometimes a week twice you will go for patrol.
Sometimes once. Yes?
Something like that.
And sometimes none at all.
But we normally, we never sit for 2 weeks, we don't go for patrol, because that one we owe it to the country.
Sometimes once in 2 weeks.
No, it's not possible.
And sometimes you wouldn't even have to go.
I said patrol, it was constant. We used to go for patrol.
But that's surely not true, Mr. Witness. You are not the first jungler we have had.
Yes, what I witnessed, maybe he gives his own version, but I'm also giving my own version. What I witnessed, that's what I'm saying.
But this is the same patrol team. You belongs to the same patrol team with these guys. And they would rarely report to work unless there is an operation.
Maybe the time I left that place, but during my time, that's what I can tell you. I left the patrol earlier.
Even during your time?
This is my time, that's what I'm telling you now.
During your time,
yes,
according to the witnesses, you go to work when you are needed on an operation.
No, that one is not. In fact, sometimes what happened was during my time, we used to mount series of checkpoints at around Senegambia Highway. It was something constant we have been doing. And I left the team earlier. Maybe that time they were behaving like that. But in my present, it was not happening. Because I told you I left the team earlier.
Yes, we accept that.
Yes, this is it.
Okay. So now let's go back to this operation you were called to go and do in Banjul.
Thank you.
What kind of operation was this going to be?
Yes, it's the same Tumbul. Tumbul, I work with him, but I really have big difference with Tumbul Tamba.
We're not yet interested
when
in the differences.
When he called me for this patrol,
right,
this is what I'm saying, because really I also know when Tumbul called me, because if I didn't come, it may be something. That's why I said, let me go and listen. But the moment we reached at the State House, Tumbul, he didn't give him even briefings at the State House.
Was Tumbul member of your team?
Yes, he was. It was the time to go with us.
Why would it be a problem for you to go and answer to a call from the team if this was something you did every week?
It was not every week, but Tumbul, he have offended me for several times.
Answer the question.
To work with Tumbul.
Okay, we would give you your chance,
yes, sir,
to talk about your differences with Tumbul.
Yes.
Okay. Now answer the question. All right? Mm-hmm. If you would have to report to the team, yes, once or twice a week, why would it be a problem that Tumbul has called you to go and answer to the team?
You know, during this time, it was the coup. That time, nobody relaxed. The coup, the 2006, nobody relaxed because it was a continuous process by then. The one we are talking about, during the coup, everybody was busy. But that time, every day, we constantly report at the State House. At the time, Tumbul called us that today in the evening, we are also going again for the normal patrol. Because by then, we are going with, we run to Katong, go down to Fonyi. We are going continuously during the coup.
And this is the issue I am raising.
Yes.
This was happening frequently.
Yes, during the 2006 about TIFCO, because things were not...
So why was it a problem that you have been called to go and do what you are doing almost on a daily basis?
I thought that we are going the way we used to run to the border and come back at home. Till daybreak. Sometimes we go up to around 6 to come back. We need to relax at home.
You still have not answered the question.
I don't understand.
What was different on this particular occasion which warranted you to query being called to go on mission? What was different?
Normally, the difference was, normally if we are going for patrol, we receive briefings from the commander that today we are going on this route. But that day, there was no briefing, what I witnessed from me personally. I was not informed anything.
Okay, and so at what stage were you angry about being called?
Yes.
Was it after you have reported to the group or before you reported to the group?
For Tumbul, it's something, it's a long time problem, which, I never wanted to work with him. Because he have did certain things to me in terms of my promotion, in terms of the group members, he put them on the top of me, which, the treatment was not equal on my side.
Okay, so that was your problem with Tumbul?
And the other point, sometimes you will see me, even by then when I was on the ground, sometimes I'll climb even at the convoy, going to, when I was at the ground. Tumbul will come and tell me, go out, go come down. I don't know the reason why Tumbul is just doing that to me. Which I feel that Tumbul is fighting me on something, maybe he separated me out of the, to go closer to the president or what, I don't know. That's why I said, this man, I don't know what is his problem.
Was president directly involved with the work of your team?
Convoy, no. That one I cannot tell you, I don't know.
You don't know?
No, because I'm too far from that.
Too far from what?
Because by then I was at the ground, I never know what is going on. There are people who, they are between me, I don't know whatever they are dealing with him. Because the moment they move me from that place,
who was Tumbul reporting to?
Tumbul,
Who was Tumbul reporting to?
Tumbul, he was maybe
Tumbul.
The president.
Answer the question.
Yes, reporting to NIA Jammeh, I believe.
Exactly.
Yes.
Was that normal?
That one is not normal.
So Tumbul was working for Yaya Jammeh directly?
Yes.
And you were reporting to Tumbul directly?
Tumbul, yes.
That's odd, isn't it?
Yes.
So in fact, your group was Yaya Jammeh's group?
I never work with him. I work with Tumbul, whom I can even explain. Because the person I'm working directly is Tumbul. For that of Yaya Jammeh, I don't have no idea about it.
You
When
just told us.
Orders,
You just told us.
Yes.
That Tumbul was reporting to Yaya Jammeh.
According to his statement, he used to say that, but for me, I don't
But
witness it.
when you said that a minute ago, there was no such qualification. Do you realize that that was the shortest chain of command in the army?
Yes.
And your group worked as torturers at NIA premises, correct?
Yes.
So your group was a torture squad for Yaya Jammeh?
Yes.
Thank you. And now let's go to the killings. Tell us about that day when you were asked by Tumbul to go on mission.
So what I want to explain to you, understand what my own side of the story.
Yes, we are listening.
Now, when we left at the State House, in military, last time I told you, you remember that you are not a soldier. I said, soldiers, before you go for operation, they need to be briefed. You need to be briefed. You remember that day at the hall, at the band hall, when I tell you that I was not briefed, but you said you are not a soldier. This is what you even respond to me. I said, Tumbul didn't brief me. I made up my mind, but somebody who didn't brief me, whatever I'm going, I'll know whatever I'm going to do. I'll add my 1 and
Just answer, answer the question.
Listen to me. We went out with our vehicles.
How many of you?
The composition of our group, I was in the same car with Manjang and Malik Jatta, Machel Jatta, who were in the same vehicle. I was sitting in the front with Manjang.
Do you recall how many vehicles there were?
No, vehicle, I cannot remember vehicles, really. Vehicles are too much.
So where did you go?
Now what happened was, when we reached at I told her I saw, the moment we reached at mile 2, the vehicle started to slow down. I saw some videos, the first enter. For us, our vehicle, we stand just by the jet, me and Sana Manjang. But for me, when I reached there, because I said, look, what is going on? Well, these people said we are going on patrol. But why are they bending here? This talking me alone. But I said, for me, I'm going to make my mind. I'm not going down. This is how I remain inside the car. Now, for a moment, but the light was off at the mile 2, and the outside light was off. For a moment, I saw two people, they are coming with certain people. which they put something on their face, nylon bag. But I cannot remember who and who.
Let's get it. 2 people were brought into your vehicle.
Yes, they come to my car.
Plastic bags were put over their heads.
Yes, it was that.
Okay.
They brought in our car with Michael Jatta. Understand?
Could you say again?
They brought in the car where I was sitting in the front.
Yes.
But I didn't bother to ask what is, because they didn't tell me anything. I said, look, this is after this happened. I said, I don't know why these people, I don't know what is the intention, but let me keep quiet and see. See?
Was it normal?
It's not normal.
What was not normal?
It was going.
What was not normal?
We were supposed to go for patrol, because normally when you go, you pass that place. But that
Yes,
time
you have already told
take
us.
a bend.
You have already told us the abnormality of going into Mile 2 prisons.
Yes, yes.
What time of the day was this?
It was at night time.
What time of the night?
Night after 12, and after 12, 1, so it was very late.
So the early hours of the morning.
Yes, I can remember after 12 to 1, something like that.
Yes. So it was not normal to have access to the prison at that time.
Yes.
It was not normal to have prisoners removed from the prison at that night.
It was not normal, yes.
It was equally not normal to bring out prisoners from the prisons with plastic bags over their heads.
It was not normal, yes.
And they were put in your vehicle.
Yes,
correct?
Yes.
And you want to tell us you did not know what the intention was?
Me, I am a subordinate. I'm a junior soldier whom I cannot challenge whatever. I don't know where the orders come from.
Okay, we know that.
Yes.
We know that. The issue I have with what you have said is that you did not know what was the intention. Are you pretending that you did not know what was the intention, or are you refusing at this stage to accept knowing what was the intention?
By how, nobody talked to me anything. How can I know?
Wasn't it obvious? When you have plastics over the head of prisoners, what are you trying to do?
No, that place, I can. If I don't like it, I cannot jump down from the vehicle.
No. That you are now answering a different question.
That's what I'm saying. It's not normal.
But what do you think the plastic was meant for? Was it to make them look nicer?
No, it's not normal. But as a mere human being, you cannot put it.
But wasn't it obvious that this was meant to kill them?
Maybe. But by then we are on the ground.
Maybe or yes, it was meant to kill them.
Because nobody tell me anything, I cannot force judge whatever is going to happen.
Did you really have to be told that these people were going to be killed?
Normally, in any military operation, we are going.
The question is,
yes.
Wasn't it obvious with the plastic bags over their heads? Wasn't it obvious that these people were going to be killed?
Maybe I thought that they may want to transfer them to somewhere else. I don't know.
And you transfer people from prison to prison by putting plastic bags over their heads.
It's a new thing to me, which I have no powers, and I see them because I didn't decide. They decide. It's not me.
Did you realize that at this time, one of the the deadliest weapon that the junglers used to kill on behalf of Ismaila Jammeh was to use plastic bags?
Anyway, that day, that what I witnessed, that was thing I realized. Because I don't know
You still have not answered the question.
Yes.
The deadliest weapon
Yes.
used by the junglers to kill on behalf of Ismaila Jammeh was plastic bags. You know that.
Maybe.
Is it a maybe or is it a yes?
What I witnessed, because I never, what I witnessed, what I'm saying. But apart from that one, I never witnessed anything. I left the group.
We are not talking about that.
Yes.
What we are talking about is the moment these people alighted from the prison. Okay, let me rephrase. Were their hands free?
I believe their hands were handcuffed.
So they were handcuffed. And plastic bags put over their heads.
But I cannot remember, I cannot know them because it was dark.
I am not asking you who they were.
Yes.
Don't answer your own question.
No problem.
Listen to my question and you answer it. These people came out, their hands were handcuffed. In the front or behind their backs?
Behind. No.
Behind their backs?
No, in front. Some places they have handcuff like,
Yes. And plastic bags put over their heads.
The people I witnessed, the two people.
And you think that these people were just being transported to be transferred elsewhere?
Anyway, me, I'm a junior man. I'm there to look at them and listen to them and whatever the decision they take, me, I'm a junior man.
And whatever decision they take, you went along with it?
Yes, when I went along with them.
You see, what I am trying to drive at is, you knew these guys were going to be killed.
By then, force. I don't know.
And what do you think the handcuffs were meant for?
Maybe I thought that they were transferring them to somewhere else.
What do you think the handcuffs were meant for?
Normally, even all suspects who know they have been arrested, everybody is handcuffed, so that to deny them of certain activities.
You remember Tamsir Jasse?
Yes.
You objected to him being handcuffed.
But then it was a newly, for him, he was not proven guilty. But these people are already in mile 2. It's a different issue. This man, we went to him, his residence, nothing was, but these people were interrogated. Some of they all accept that they confessed. You see, they.
How do you know that?
They have been talking on the radio that some of them were even appealing.
Like who?
People like Leso, some of them were even talking on what I witnessed. They were appealing to the pub, what happened, so that they can, leave them.
But you just told us that you did not know who these people were.
I said, what I'm saying is, I cannot remember. I say what I'm saying is, during the time of interrogation I'm talking of, but that place that night, I cannot know who is who. It was because it was not my interest to know who is that.
You did not know who's who.
Yes.
So how could you assume that these are people who confessed?
No, it's the other people I'm talking of whom they were in mile 2. The people they sent to mile 2 I'm talking of. These are the people. It's not what I'm saying. Is a different issue with these people. These people, their matters have been dealt with these people until they take them to mile 2 for some days. These are the people I'm talking.
I will leave that because it's so confusing. I don't really know what you're driving at. But for whatever it's worth,
yes.
These people, this is not the way to transfer prisoners, correct? And as a soldier that to put a plastic bag over the head of a person is to in fact suffocate the person to death. Correct?
One thing I can tell you, it's wrong.
No. Just answer my question.
Yes.
Just answer my question.
Can you repeat your question again?
That to put plastic bags over the head of a person, a prisoner, would suggest an intention to kill the person.
It's totally wrong.
It's totally wrong.
Yes.
Okay, tell us.
So
this is normal.
It's wrong. In that situation,
what is totally wrong?
No, put in human being, if your enemy, you cannot treat your enemy like that.
Exactly.
Yes.
So what I am trying to tell you is that act suggested that these prisoners were going to be killed.
At that time, even if I know, in fact I don't know, but Tumbul, if the moment I challenge that one, it's going to be a blow for me. Because already we have some difference that he'll take it as a message to that I am denying whatever. That is what I can see. That's why I hold myself, control my emotion, and sit inside the people.
But you knew that these guys were going to be killed.
Even if I knew, I cannot do anything about it.
I am not asking you what you did. Just listen.
Yes.
I'm not asking you what you did. I'm not asking whether you could do anything at the time. What I am saying to you is, at this time, honestly,
yes,
and genuinely, inside you, yes, you knew these people were going to be killed.
I feel sorry of them. Because the way they are treated, they put the nylon bag in their head.
You felt sorry for them,
yes,
because you knew they were going to die.
First, I never know that will happen like that. I never know because we didn't reach at that stage.
The question is,
Yes.
as at the time they entered your vehicle,
Yes.
you saw them in handcuffs
Yes.
at around 1 to 2 a.m. in the morning.
Around 1 o'clock, 12, around 12 o'clock.
12 to 1 a.m.
Yes.
You opened the jails, removed them from their cells, put them in handcuffs, plastic bags over their heads, put them in vehicles, by the junglers. Just hear me. By the junglers. And you started to depart the prisons. Tell the commission honestly.
I'm talking honestly.
What was going on in your head? You knew these guys were going to be killed.
What I'm saying is,
The question is,
Yes.
requires a yes or a no answer.
I feel sorry of them.
We know you felt sorry,
Simply,
but you felt sorry.
I'm explaining for you to understand is,
We cannot just go on like this. You have to answer the question. Why did you feel sorry for them?
because the way the nylon bag is in their head, I feel sorry of them.
And why is that a reason why you should feel sorry for them?
He's a human being like me.
Because
I feel
you knew this nylon bag was going to be used to kill these
But
people.
who's me to tell them remove it? For me, I didn't have that powers,
But you knew that this was going to happen.
and I don't know who put it in their head.
But you knew this was going to happen.
By then, I don't know.
You did not know.
I didn't
So
know.
you think this was a decoration?
No, it's not a decoration. Nobody will say that.
So what was it there for?
For them to feel the pain, to suffocate them, it's not good for them.
So, to suffocate them for what?
I don't know. Because I'm too junior for that. That's why I told you.
You're too junior to know that these people are going to be killed.
Remove this thing from this thing. I would have had a penalty.
No.
I didn't expect.
Let's take it bit by bit. Are you suggesting to us that you are too junior to know that these people were going to be killed?
I didn't receive any briefings from nobody. That's why anything I didn't
But
receive.
did you need to receive any briefing to know that the intention was to kill these people?
Yes, sir.
You needed to receive
I
a
need
briefing.
to receive information.
So, in fact, you were playing ignorant, knowing fully well that these people are going to be killed.
Who is me to ask that question?
You did not have to ask.
It's
It was
not
very
ignorance, it's
obvious.
in my mind, but I'm a junior man. I'm a corporal.
So
guy.
it was in your mind.
It is in my mind, but nobody talked. I have to.
And it was in your mind that these people were going to be killed.
Because I learned a lot of samples from. That's why I now know myself.
So why were you denying all this time that you knew that these people were going to be killed?
What I'm saying, by then we were at mile 2. We didn't go further because that one somebody at mile 2, you don't see anything. You cannot know that this man is going to be killed. I thought that he is going maybe transferring or taking to somewhere else. But when you
And
take
is
the
that the
highway-
way to transfer prisoners?
I don't know. It's not the way.
I will leave it at that. The commission would draw conclusions from what you have said
Yes.
as to whether you knew whether these people were going to be killed or not.
I don't know that.
You did not know that?
No.
Okay, and you remained in the vehicle,
Yes.
you were armed,
Yes.
and part of your responsibility was to ensure that these people reach the destination.
I was inside the vehicle sitting.
Just idling by?
I didn't mean I jumped down. One thing would have been leveled to me.
I did not
Yes,
ask
what I'm saying
you.
is, I just pretend I sit. I say, look, let me just also, if I go, if wherever you reach.
Why did you have to do that if everything was
I'm
normal?
a man. I cannot do anything.
Why
I am
did,
powerless.
the question is,
Yes.
why did you have to sit there and pretend, okay, that everything was okay?
Should I go down from the vehicle?
You see, you cannot have it both ways. It is either you knew these people were going to be killed and you could not do anything about it and you sit down there and pretend always was fine, or it was all okay to be there because you did not know what was going to happen. They were just being transferred. Which is it?
I don't know what was going to happen. That's why.
So then why did you have to sit there and pretend that everything was good?
What can I do? What can I do? One man cannot fight with a dozen. The only thing what can save you, you know the way how to meddle with them, and you just find your way.
The commission will draw its conclusion
No problem.
as to whether you knew what was happening.
That's it. That's it.
Okay. All right. To transfer prisoners who've been handcuffed and plastic bags put over their heads, did you need to dress yourself in combat ready?
I'm not there to give final orders. Somebody is responsible.
I am not asking
That's
whether
why-
you were there to give final orders. The question is, did you need to appear combat ready with pistol and AK-47 just to transfer a prisoner who is in handcuffs and plastic over the person's head?
Can I go ahead? Initially, what I told you, they informed us that we are going on a patrol, which normally when they said patrol, we prepare mentally that we are going on a patrol. But for us, sudden, we reach at this place, we take a bend, which was, to my surprise, you say that this is a patrol and no, there was no briefing. This is why I was so much, it worries me. You tell me this, you don't happen, and you don't talk to me. What can I do?
Isn't the fact that you were dressed in combat ready, just hear me out, with pistol and AK-47, indicative to you that in fact these people you have removed from the prison at that ungodly hour and under those conditions? Isn't that indicative to you that these people were going to be executed?
No, I never knew that what we are going for. That one, it was never in my mind. I never know that one day we'll go there.
So you just carried
It's
your
also-
pistol?
It is a surprise job. It's normally, it's
You-
part of me.
Okay, you
Pistol-
carried your pistol
Yes.
and AK-47
That's normally when
just
we are-
for the occasion,
when we are going
just
for patrol. When
for
we
no
are going-
purpose?
Yes, no patrol.
Okay, good. So you sat in that vehicle guarding these people.
It's not guarding. I was sitting inside. No, we didn't spend a long time there. It's not guarding. I was not guarding. I just mind my business, and I also take care of myself, and I was.
And
conscious of
minding
myself.
your business was just to sit there.
Yes.
You had no business with the passengers that just joined you.
Push me to say, to ask such questions.
The question is, you had no business with the passengers who were just brought into your vehicle. That's your
I'm
testimony?
powerless for that. I cannot stand for that.
Is it your testimony
This is my
that
testimony.
you had no business with the passengers who were brought to your vehicle?
I didn't talk to any of them. I didn't know who they are. That's why I ignore them. I also sit like this. I maintain myself. Period.
Okay.
Because I learn a lot what happened. That's why I also now know who I am.
And what did you learn?
Because I have bitter conflict with my comrades. That's why I don't want to further, because we are going at night. If that thing happen, something may happen to me. That's why I control myself. Alone, one person with how many people?
Like what? Tell us.
Yes, because when they are going, if I deny them whatever is going on, how are they going to see me? If I say no, this is wrong, how are they going to see me?
So
And the
on that
commander there is
basis,
there, huh?
so you decided to play along, to go
Yes,
along with them.
yes,
So you played as if you were part of them.
in the military, they said you have to be technical and tactical proficient.
Yes,
I know
and
my
what does
tactics, how
that
to go
mean?
with it, yes.
So you acted together with them towards the same purpose,
Yes.
and which was to carry these prisoners from Mile 2 prison to their final
The
destination.
location, I don't know by then.
But your intention was to carry them from Mile 2 prison to the final destination. You were ordered to carry them.
Our intention was to go out for a patrol, not to carry people. But when I saw such people, it was to my surprise.
When you were surprised
Yes.
that these passengers have been brought onto your vehicle, all right? You tactically and technically and proficiently managed to go along with them, correct?
Yes.
To their final destination, correct?
I don't reach the final destination.
And what happened?
When we were on our way, I had the information that Solo and others are waiting us in the front, which we were driving. Automatically, we go closer to our compound. Before we get there, they said Solo is in the front. He's going to lead the way. Now, the moment when you branch up on the borderline, normally when you go to a compound, we take a borderline around Kurum North. We drive. But when we reach at the forest, it was very late at night. It was very dark. Now, so automatically, when the vehicle stands, Me, I made up my mind. I said, look, because since at the beginning, I cannot understand what is going on. Now, what I will do, I'll go down from here. I said, I'm going to urinate. When they go down, I will later come to the car. This is exactly that what I do. Because why? I can learn some of them were either drunk, I don't know. Because I know that me, I'm conscious with my mind. Nobody can monitor me. I know whatever I'm doing. Until they went inside, I was waiting them in the where I was standing. I nearly waited, I even indicated, we had more than 20 minutes.
Okay, hold a second.
Yes.
Hold a second. Let's take a few steps backwards. At Mile 2 prison, you said you could not do anything. Correct?
Yes.
What would have happened if you did anything?
What I'm saying is,
what would have happened?
Maybe I may have a problem with them. This is what I was trying to
What kind of problem?
Which they will may report me that I'm against them.
Exactly.
Against the commander, which is Tumbul.
Okay.
Because automatically I know that I have learned a lot from him. Now,
And
this
as
one
a result,
yes. Yes.
you had to technically and proficiently
Technical
maneuver.
and tactical proficient. Simple.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I'm using your words. Huh?
Yes,
Tactical,
yes.
technical, proficient. Those are the words you use, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh? So, and you had to apply those military techniques to show that you are cooperating and participating. Correct? And you did that because you did not wish the group to think that you were against them, correct? And that is the reason why you stayed with the group, correct?
Yes.
And you went all the way to the forest, correct? And just suddenly, all those ideas evaporated from your head and you removed yourself from the group. Just at the nick of time when these people were going to be killed. That's what you want us to believe.
And what?
That is what you want us to believe.
No, there's a saying they said, if you know that you cannot avoid the rape, just enjoy the sex.
And indeed, you did.
What I'm saying is...
And you did.
What I'm doing is, I have to go there and pretend that if you go off the stage, I have to make sure that I find myself in a safer place.
Mr. Witness.
Because at that place, I cannot jump and say that I cannot go with you people. For the simple reason that what is going on, I don't like.
But you are just telling us the direct opposite. You're telling us that is what you did. You are telling us that when you arrived, you removed yourself from the group.
This is what happened, because I don't want to witness whatever you know.
But you are telling us that you cannot do that, because if you did, they would see that you were not part of the group.
Yes.
So what do you want us to believe?
That's why I testify that this is what I know, this is what I said, what I know, that's what I said.
The thing is, you are telling us, I could not do this, because if I did, this is what would happen. Yet you turn around to say, but that aside, I did exactly that. You are telling us.
You participate something, you are aware. But what you are not aware, and already you made your mind, make sure that be firm who you are. This is what I stand for.
In fact.
Because when this man didn't talk to me, I don't know what is the reason why this man is doing
that.
Do
you know the group that came with Solo Bojang?
The group of? Solo Bojang?
The group of junglers who came with Solo Bojang?
No, I cannot. No, maybe I can remember the group we were moving.
Okay.
You cannot even. I can name even few people. Whom I can remember them.
Okay.
But the people were too much.
Okay. Let's take it. Let's take it step by step.
Yes.
Tell us how the vehicles followed one another. The convoy.
It was at night time. You cannot do. People were following one another.
Was your vehicle the lead vehicle or Solo Bojang's vehicle?
Solo. What I'm saying, Solo. We meet him somewhere in Foni. Because I had, in fact, Solo personal we don't see.
You did not see Solo?
Yes.
Okay. So his vehicle must have been the lead vehicle because if it was behind you, he would see you.
Yes, they told me he's on the way waiting for us.
No, listen. If Solo was behind you, he would have seen you.
Yes.
So he did not see you, or rather you did not see him,
I didn't see him, yes.
Because he was ahead of you.
Ahead of me, yeah.
And therefore, the same would apply to those who were in Solo's vehicle, correct?
Yes.
You agree?
I agree, yes.
All right. So if you were on the vehicle behind and you came down before the vehicle arrived at the final destination, those in Solo's vehicle would not have seen you.
But what happened is that place is very thick. It's a thick forest whereby it is at night time.
Answer
all
the
the lights were
question.
off. Nobody know who is who.
Answer the question.
Like,
I am not asking you of the conditions of that place. My question is,
yes,
you said Solo could not have seen you because his vehicle was in front. You said that, correct?
what I'm saying is, Solo, the info I received that Solo is on the highway, is on the way. He will lead us. He will lead us the way. The way.
But he could not lead you to the way from behind.
No, he's in the front.
Exactly. And therefore, because he is in the front, you did not see him, correct?
Yes.
Equally, you did not see those who were in his vehicle.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
And because his vehicle was in the front and your vehicle was behind,
Yes.
when your vehicle stopped and you came down, they would not have seen you because they are already ahead, correct?
Yes, yes, yes. I understand now.
So those who were ahead and participated in the killing would not have known of your presence, correct?
Nobody knows that I was standing because at night I just went. Now they were in haste. They just went out with these people. I was standing. When I come back, I remained at the vehicle where I was standing. When they come back again, they said, let's board. Nobody even account, because they cannot account for me.
Okay, well,
yes,
you are wrong.
Because I believe some of them were not in the
But you are wrong.
Situation.
But you are wrong.
Like,
we received testimony from Malik Jatta. Just listen. Who came with Solo Bojang
yes,
and was in Solo's vehicle. All right? Yes. And would not have seen you if you were not at the point where the victims were executed.
yes.
And Malik said, you were there. And he named everybody who was present.
Can I come in?
Are you saying Malik was lying?
Malik is lying. He's totally lying. We all converge at the State House. For that one, he can tell me. Even when we went there, Malik didn't see me. He asked him. He'll tell you. He's lying.
Well, Malik said he saw you. Malik said you are one of those who went with these people and participated in the execution.
Malik is lying again. I repeat, Malik is lying. Malik didn't even see me.
So,
I was not in the same car with Malik. Malik cannot even account for me. What he can tell me that
how could Malik tell that you were there?
We were all at the State House. That where he can know that I was there. But apart from that one, anything he's telling you is lying.
Malik came from Kanilai on that day. He did not come from State House.
That's what he told you?
Yes.
It's lying.
But how could he have been, just hear me out, how could he have been in Solo's vehicle and yet came from State House?
Maybe it's a mission which I have never witnessed. If he tell you that...
Well, if there is any mix-up at all, it appears it is you trying to extricate yourself from what has happened.
Malik, ask him. That is the mission I went to the mission, we converge at the State House, but any other mission, Kanila, I have never been to Kanila and go with people. I don't do that. Me, I'm based in Combo here in my house. Malik, we all converge at the State House where he can know that I was there. But apart from Kanila, I didn't go to Kanila.
Well, Malik did not go from Kanila.
He went from where?
Malik's statement, from State House. He came from Kanilai, together with Solo.
Malik is lying. Malik is lying.
You see, the difficulty I have is that Malik has no interest in incriminating you in an offense you have not committed.
The reason why I said Malik, because it's Malik even put me out, who named me, even when he named me out of, when I was at, when they called me for questioning, it's Malik, they bring identification parade that he's one who pointed me that he's part of us. You see?
Was he lying that you were a jungler?
I was part of them.
Were you, excuse me, listen to the question. Was Malik lying when he identified you as a jungler?
Yes, I was part of the group.
Exactly. So what was wrong with him identifying you?
But other things he's trying to explain is totally false.
Well, you went to mile 2, correct?
Yes, when we left from the State House, we are heading.
You went from mile 2.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
And I asked you, who did you go with? You never mentioned Malik.
I said normal team patrol, the normal group, that's one. If I didn't asking the commission of the men, I will say
I asked you,
yes,
who went with you? You said they went in different vehicles. You do not know who was there.
But I'm saying the vehicle I was with Sanyang, Machel Jatta. We have different vehicles, but we all converge at the State House. Malik, I didn't join the same vehicle with Malik.
No, you never mentioned Malik Jatta, did you?
No, how do you mean you asked the composition of the men who got at the State House?
I asked you, who could you remember? You said there were several vehicles.
Maybe,
you could only recall those who were in the same vehicle with you.
Maybe I didn't understand at the initial stage.
You
right
see,
now, what I can tell you, we all converge at the State House, but when the time to board the vehicle, I didn't board the same car with Malik, and when we are going to the patrol, I didn't go the same, because his attitude is very dirty. That's why I never want to sit with him. He's very disobedient.
Okay, let's go back to your statement.
Which statement?
That you gave us.
Which one?
The statement that you signed.
Yes.
And I will read out from paragraph 10.
Yes, yes.
Take a look at the statement. Oh, you memorized it. You don't need to look at it. You memorized it, right? Oh, okay, and that is very good. It just shows you want to tell exactly as it is in your statement, because you don't want to be held for having lied or misrepresented something.
That's true.
That's why you memorized it. That's a good point to note. Let's look at paragraph 10. And you said, in 2006, following the arrest of coup plotters, Vincent Jatta and others, I can fully remember that one day while at home, Tumbul Tamba called me to report to State House and prepare for patrol, which I did immediately.
Yes.
Listen carefully.
I'm listening.
We, Tumbul Tamba, Sana Manyang,
Yes.
Michael Jatta, and Michael Correa, then assembled and drove down to mile 2, but we are not briefed as to the purpose of going there.
I said the whole team, every Michael Jatta, all maybe the typing error, but I named everybody.
My friend,
part of,
you were given your statement,
yes,
correct?
Yes.
You read it, correct?
Yes.
And you made some corrections to your statement.
Yes, maybe there is a type.
You made some corrections to your statement.
Yes.
Okay? And then you signed the statement, correct? Correct?
Yes.
And this morning you again read the statement, correct?
Yes.
And you did not identify this as an error.
Let me say, I'm just going to that place. But everybody, Malik Jatta, you see his name is Manjang, Sanam, they are all there.
Can you show me Malik Jatta where you have mentioned him there? Show me Malik Jatta in the statement.
We Tumbul, but this one, it is maybe the guy didn't understand. It's here. We Tumbul Tamba, Sana Manjang, Michael Jatta, Michael Correa, Malik, I name all those people because I think this.
My friend,
I normally told them it's the commission of the whole team.
Listen.
I'm listening.
Okay.
Maybe this one it also
okay, hear me out.
Yes.
You had been given your statement before, correct?
Yes.
You read it with the investigators.
Yes.
You made corrections to the statement.
Yes.
And those corrections were made as you said them, correct?
Yes.
And you signed the statement.
Yes.
See, it's only now.
Maybe it's a mistake for whatever, because I thought that
my friend, you had the opportunity to correct the mistakes.
I understand. Because I've been correcting this thing. I think that is the same, no? For how many times I've been making this correction? But I believe, when I decided, I said what I've been telling them that what is put correctly here. And this is exactly what
my friend, you never, we have your interrogation, your interviews on tape record. All of them?
Yes.
There was no point at which you ever mentioned Malik Jatta?
I said Malik Jatta is always with us.
No, the question is, there was no point at which you mentioned Malik Jatta.
I thought that I mentioned his name.
Well, that's a figment of your own imagination.
Maybe man is over, but me personally, I thought that I put his name there.
I interviewed you on 2 occasions, correct?
On which?
I interviewed you on 2 occasions, correct?
The composition with team, you don't talk to me about that one. It's only Gomez and, yes, twice, Gomez. You know,
I asked you about this particular incident. Did you ever mention that Malik Jatta was present?
You asked me. You don't ask me that one.
I asked you at Yunumbara.
I cannot remember that one.
Yeah. Well, you can choose to remember what you want to remember.
Really.
But the fact...
For the issue of Malik that we are talking of, Malik is lying. Malik is... Because the composition, when I think that the composition of the team, it compiles everybody.
Mr. Witness, the fact of the matter is, you did not mention Malik Jatta
maybe it's a
because
mistake.
you did not think.
Me, I thought that I am is there. Really, it's something I oversighted.
Malik Jatta said you were there. You went into the forest together with these individuals when these people were executed.
That's why I told you that Malik Jatta went with us, but Malik Jatta was on the same car with Malik. Malik cannot even tell me that he see me. He cannot tell that. Because I was with Sanyang, with Michael Jatta, I remain in the car. It's, that one is still, I don't forget.
So now you remained in the car.
I went, I said, I'm going to urinate. They all left. They were in a haste. They all went in the
So which one is it? You remained in the car or you went out to urinate?
I come down first. I just branch up. I said, I'm going to urinate. I want to urinate.
And the car left you behind?
It's the final distance where we stand. The moment I know that this, all the vehicles stop, me, I come down. Because I know this final distance.
Okay. And when the vehicle stopped, all of you came down. What happened?
Now, they left, I was present, I stand, I said, I'm urinating. They back to me, they went inside deeply. I was standing.
Deeply, how deep?
They went inside the forest. It's very thick area. Which I cannot know where their destination they are going to.
And then what happened?
Now, for the sudden day, I waited for so long. After they come back and me, they say, board vehicle. This is how we find our way back home.
And you did not hear anything?
No, because the fire is distance they went.
So this was a case of hear no evil?
Now the problem is, after the second day, I made up my mind.
Answer the question.
Yes.
You did not hear anything? You did not see anything?
Yes.
You did not do anything?
Yes.
Well, Malik Jatta's testimony is these people were shot, killed.
I was not present. It can't be that.
Yet you did not hear anything?
No, it can't be that. Because
my friend, how could you be there? They shot these people, 7 of them. You did not hear a single shot.
What I'm telling you, I didn't go. Whether they go deep, it's a distance whereby whether it's at night, either they have a silencer, I don't know. But that noise, I don't know. Because we have different weapons that we have silence, they fix it.
Gambia Armed Forces, do they ever issue silencers?
We have it in the armory. You fix it on the bottom of the motion.
Have you ever been issued with a silencer?
I said, you.
Have you ever been issued with a silencer?
No, my rifle, I didn't get it.
Do you know of any member of the junglers who was issued with a silencer?
I don't know. What I'm saying...
Exactly. Why are you now suggesting that maybe they used the silencer?
I said I was not... Because where I stand, they come back and said, Bob, we go.
You're just trying to extricate yourself from this crime. 7 people executed, including your former boss, Manla Fikor.
What I'm saying, 2 people were in my car. And those people, I was not there to even ask who. But the next day, I made up my mind. When I heard some people were taken to Janjambure, I said, well, on the whole, what is that the mission we went yesterday? I was asking it is in my paper. I said, on the whole, these are the things, what was happening.
Well, why would you say that?
When they heard that something happened,
what did you hear happened?
They said some people some prisoners was about to be taken to Janjambure, but they escaped on the way.
What's wrong with that?
Huh?
What was wrong with
I
that?
say, no, but I cannot believe that.
Why couldn't you?
How can these people escape if nobody see them?
Well, when they escape, nobody would see them.
Yeah.
That is exactly what escape means.
Yes. But I
So what was wrong with that?
I say, what was the problem until that happened, and who are the people responsible?
For what?
For that escort, they couldn't do anything.
But you were there.
No, what I'm saying is, the second day I'm asking myself,
Mr.
but I don't talk to
Witness.
anybody. Me alone, I was talking to me alone.
Mr. Witness,
yes,
you cannot bamboozle anybody.
I shall never bamboozle anybody. When I hold the Quran, whom I can go to
The
family?
only reason
Yes,
you arrived at the conclusion
yes.
that these people did not escape, that the story on the paper was a lie, is because you were there and saw them killed.
What I'm saying is, I didn't go closer to that place.
You knew they had died. You knew they had died
How?
because you knew they did not
I didn't go
escape.
closer. You know, you witness what you see, but what you don't see, can you say it? Unless the other time, that the time I hear about the issue, about the escape, I say, maybe it may happen like that. When they ask us
So you're changing the story.
No, I didn't change.
Now you're telling us that you believed they escaped.
No, I didn't say that I believe. What I said, they said some people, prisoners, they were about to be taken to Janjambure, but something happened until, I don't know, an accident or until they accept, something like that.
Okay, let's
What
look
the
at
paper
your
says.
let's look at what you said in your statement, because
Yes.
you are changing so much
No, I didn't
now.
change, I didn't
It's
change.
difficult to tell exactly what your position.
No problem.
Let's go back to the statement. And here it says, the next day, I heard on the radio
Yes.
that some soldiers were on their way to Janjambure and subsequently escaped, which rang a bell in my mind that perhaps those were the ones taken to the jungle.
This is what I'm saying now.
So now you're saying you believe they escaped.
No, I didn't believe. I didn't believe. This is what I'm saying. It's something at my own level I was even thinking.
I am putting it to you that the
Those
only
people-
reason that you do not believe
Yes.
that this story was true is because you were there and you saw them executed.
I didn't saw exactly. I went with them, but exactly when where it takes place, I
So
didn't
you
see it.
guessed only that.
I didn't mean I see it, I see it. But when I didn't see it, I don't see it.
My friend, you participated in
didn't
the
participate. I
execution
didn't
of these 7 people.
Malik
And that is the only reason why you believe this story was false.
Oh. What I'm saying is,
Okay,
because it's
Mr.
so
Witness,
funny to
listen,
me, how
okay,
can
let's
that
get
people
it
escape and
straight.
the next day people
Let's
were-
get it straight.
Yes.
You took these people to the forest, correct?
Yes.
You did not hear any gunshot, correct? The people that went with them inside the forest, they came back alone, correct? Without
Also, even
them.
when we are going back, I didn't see anybody in my car.
Exactly. So
Except
when
me,
when the
Sanyang,
group
you know.
returned,
Yes.
they did not return with the prisoners.
No, in fact, there was no debriefing. You know, in the military, the briefing
Oh,
and debriefing.
answer the question.
Yes, sir.
They did not return with the prisoners.
Yes, sir.
Nobody told you what happened to them.
Nobody told me, yes.
Yet, you never believed the story that they escaped.
That's why I said on the whole, this is what is maybe the show. They just give a false rumor.
A false rumor.
Because I believe, if I told you
Yes,
what
it
happened,
was only false.
Maybe.
Mr. Listen,
Huh?
it was false because you knew the truth.
because I cannot believe that.
No, because you knew the truth, which was they were killed, and you were there.
I didn't witness at the killing zone. I went there, but I didn't go. I told you I stopped at a place whereby I didn't go further. This is the problem. It can happen. And at the end of the day, I don't know the whereabouts of these people. Later, I know
Well,
about this-
Mr. Witness, I can assure you,
Yes, sir.
it only happened in your own mind.
Yes.
Thank you. I have no further questions for the witness, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Emma Counsel. Mr. Jammeh,
Yes, sir.
I have just one question to ask you, and I hope I get very simple answers and straightforward. The Italian national who was training you guys in Kanilai, who was he? what was the nature of the training? That's the first question.
Francisco. He was an Italian. You know, sometimes people tend to believe some of these people, if they say that I can do this, initially they will believe it, but at the end of the day, when we went deeply, we know that that man, he cannot do whatever he's saying. They are out to find money. Because he was joining with us to go out with the border. Understand? That what we were going with him. But I didn't see the stuff of the knowledge this man even get, which he can even know. I believe that he was an intruder at the end of the day. In fact, I didn't even trust him. I have a bitter arrival with him.
Did he train you or not?
No, he cannot train me because he don't know anything.
And that there was no training manual?
Yes, we are going with, there is no training manual.
And after he left, the junglers never developed any training manuals?
I once go with him, one month which I was with him. Apart from that one, I never even have, and he knows that I know him very well. In fact, if he see me, run away from me. That one, everybody witnessed that one.
Sorry, I'm saying after he left,
yes,
the junglers continued.
But
the training continued.
In fact, before he left, I left the army. They discharged me in the army. Now I was looking at him, if you see me, don't want to come closer to me. I was discharged out of the army. He continued going with these people. By then I'm powerless, I cannot do anything. I have nobody to advise to tell him that this man is like this and this. Because already they sent me they discharged me with disgrace out of the military. I was with my family, I was wondering, no job. They sent me out of the residence I was occupying. I have to beg somebody to come stay in Kotu here, whom I even paid 2 weeks, 1,000.
Thank you. So as far as you know, up to 2017, there never was any rule book training manual for the junglers.
No, there's no manual.
Commissioners, if you have any questions, please go ahead. Deputy, please, you have the floor.
Thank you. Mine is a very brief question. What eventually happened to Lieutenant Landing Sane?
Who? Landing Sane. Landing Sane, for him, when he threw the grenade and he ran behind, automatically somebody opened fire. I hear the gun shot. I believe they touch him on the hand, but the moment he stand, he surrender, they hold him. They bring him, to the front of the building. That's how we put him inside the car. We treat him fine, take him to Yundum. Nobody touch him.
I know that part of the story. I said, what eventually happened to him?
He's not hostile. He was very cooperative.
He's still in the army, or is he abroad, or what?
He was sent to Mile 2. They take him for court martial after he was charged, after he was detained in Mile 2 for some years. He was locked. I believe 9 years, I believe. More than that, I don't know. I cannot imagine, I cannot remember how many years he was locked. But now he's no more in the army. He's no more in the army.
Any more questions from the left? Yes, go ahead, Imam Jallo, please.
Mr. Witness.
Yes, sir.
You said that the junglers were created to maintain law and order.
Yes. So to patrol the border,
yes.
To avoid people, cattle rustlers and criminals entering the border.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir. Yes.
How did it come that their task changed to torturing people, arresting people, and killing people?
That one is beyond me. For that one, me, I'm a genome. I cannot decide. I cannot know anything about that.
Didn't that happen during the time you were working with them?
When, like?
What you've just said, didn't that happen?
Yes,
killing and torturing.
But that one is me. I'm a genuine man to stop that one. Even I don't like it, I cannot stop it.
I'm not asking you whether stopping. I'm telling you, yes. Didn't that happen? Those incidents? Was there no killing, torturing, or arresting of people
during the time
while you were there with them?
No, I didn't witness that killing.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Any questions from Commissioner Kinte? You have the floor, please.
Ismaila.
Yes, sir.
I want to ask, in the case of Al-Mamo and Landing,
Thank you, yes.
I think it involved 3 people. in the narratives, it seems you said there was a third person, but no mention was made of
That
the.
person was Sonko, Usman Sonko.
No. What I mean, Landing was arrested,
Yes,
probably injured but not killed.
yes,
Almamo was killed.
yes.
I think you were saying there was a third person. You may have been interrupted. There was a third person
Maybe you don't understand.
a day or two later.
May I help you? May I help you, sir?
Yes, sir.
He was asked the question as to whether there was another person who was killed subsequently
Yes.
at State House in Bajo.
Yeah.
He said he was not there, he was in Kanila.
Thank you very much.
And didn't know. Okay. Thank you.
And the question was meant to ask about the killing of Tarawale, I think.
No, Dumbuya.
Of Dumbuya.
Dumbuya.
And he was in there.
Okay.
Dumbuya was killed around Banjul Market.
Market, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. The second question is, I wonder, someone you called a person who favored you, treated you like a brother, and you regretted in getting involved in his killing. But one remark puzzled me. I said, I can't understand if that, the respect you said he deserved from you, when you said we dumped his body at the Yundum barracks.
Sorry for that language. I'm very much sorry. Man is not perfect when we are talking. That statement, I even regret that one.
You regret it?
He's a human being. I shall never pronounce a human being. It's a slip of the tongue.
My other concern is I'm a bit puzzled.
Sorry for that statement.
I'm a bit puzzled. This gentleman had a gun.
Yes.
Someone called him on telephone.
Yes.
And as he stood by that person, the two of them, you people on the ambush came out and said you are on arrest.
Yes.
Did it make any sense for the guy to make open fire? If not open fire, who was best to have shot, in your own opinion?
Can I come in now?
Yes.
No, the moment you want to stage a coup, you prepare for anything. You are ready to receive any type of. That's why he even prepared mentally that anything happen, I will take action. We didn't intend to go and kill him. Our intention was to go and get him. We asked him who are behind this thing. But what happened? It was crossfire. Because when we went there, we asked him, you are on arrest, hands up. He said, mention the arrest, he insulted very bitterly, he opened fire to us.
Don't you think, hold on please, don't you think Sonko was the best target at the moment for a sensible part, for someone who want to volunteer and die, but die with some people?
Sonko is with us. They are the people who know how far they have planned this thing. But the moment this man started, Sonko even fall down. For him, he opened fire. We also crossfire,
No. Let's come back a bit.
Yes, Ajahn?
You said he was standing with Sonko.
Sonko, yes.
Sonko came out.
No, he was standing.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Sonko was on the road.
Yes.
Alone.
Yes.
All of you were hiding.
Behind, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
In a.
The mangroves farms, yes.
Fine. And then he was coming out of the car. Did he come out of the car?
He come out, yes.
And came to Sonko.
Yes.
So the scenario is he and Sonko were together.
Yes.
And you people march out from your hideout.
The moment we stand up, we said, halt. We just march out. We said, we are under arrest. Automatically, Sonko, he knows what is happening, that how much we are armed. He knows that. That's why he made that when he fall down, to cover himself on the ground.
And then immediately, there was fire.
He was standing, he wanted to turn and run. Immediately there was open fire.
So he wanted to turn and run, not
yes.
he started shooting at you.
He forced fire, yes. He opened fire straight to us. Everybody.
All right.
I will not tell you a lie. When I hold the Quran, I will not tell a lie.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Chair, perhaps one point I just need to clarify, because this line of questioning may seem to have muddled something a bit. But let me clarify this. Sonko ducked, correct?
He what?
He ducked.
Yes.
And you don't duck if you don't know that shots would be fired.
No, for me, for him.
Answer the question. You would not duck if you don't know that shots would be fired.
The reason why he ducked.
Answer the question.
Yes, but the reason why he do that, he know that when this man open fire, automatically these people return fire. That's what makes Sonko.
He was expecting shots from your end, because the plan was they would shoot.
When he shoot at those people, he will return fire.
The plan was you would shoot.
Automatically when he shoot at us.
You see, in that dark,
yes.
You guys are hidden in the mangroves.
Yes.
How can he see who to shoot at?
When personally jet up and said halt, he hear our statement, halt, you are under arrest. Hands up. He said, mention the arrest. He's speaking
a statement from the dark. You guys were wearing camouflage inside the mangroves.
It's not dark. We are not, that.
Oh, it's not dark.
It's
2 a.m.
You can see the individual. We are just standing. He also can see us.
So it was point blank.
Point out is a close range.
You guys are in the mangroves, and it was close range.
Go and see Bondo, the location of the Bondo and the highway.
Yes.
If you go deeply, we'll go inside the mud. We will not go inside the mud.
Yes.
That's why we are standing whereby we can even lie down and take.
And Almamo missed. All of you. Thank you.
I can tell you that what I tell you.
No further questions.
This is it.
Thank you.
Thank you for the clarification. Commissioner Carr, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman. The first question is, how do you identify a good soldier?
How to identify a good soldier? Who is obedient, respect the job? That's how we select them. Obedient to his commander, and he respects the job in time. And you don't malinga or whatever, you say that you pretend that I'm sick, and good soldiers behave like that.
My second question is, was your criteria for recommending recruits into the junglers in line with Army policy and procedures?
It's a trust they're giving to me, because they see that they know that I will not tell them the lie, because I hate telling lies.
I am asking, was it in line with Army procedures and policy?
This is a different operation. This is a state guard matter. This other one is at the State House. Army issue, yes, it's Army issue, but this is inside the state guard, and that what the way people operate.
My last question is, what makes the difference between the incidents you remember and the ones you don't remember?
Incident like? Because it happened at a long time.
But you remember some, and you say you cannot remember some.
Man is not perfect. Man is not perfect. When God created human being, he said human being is not perfect, and actually nobody is 100%. That's the category I fall. I am not perfect.
Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you very much. If there are no further questions, I believe the theme of the afternoon essentially has been, I cannot remember. There may not be any closing remarks that you would make on that particular point. Is that correct? If that is correct, we will meet tomorrow at 10 o'clock. If that is,
you repeat
is
again?
that correct?
Huh? Sir, you said?
Wanted you to confirm the theme, and that in the light of the theme of this afternoon, there probably isn't any closing remarks that you would need to make.
Yes, I made a few words to apologize whatsoever. Man, today every Gambian is listening at me. This is the opportunity for me to stand before every Gambian. Man is not perfect. Me, I'm incomplete. A human being is incomplete. That's why today is an opportunity for me to stand before any Gambian or the whole Gambian to apologize. That the wrongdoing or what I know, what I don't know, I apologize to the whole Gambian. That I'm asking for their forgiveness. Me, my side, I have forgiven everybody, and I also appreciate to the whole Gambian, especially the Almamos family, who I work with, the son, the wife, the parents. I am asking for their forgiveness. That I'm a soldier who is not perfect. I intend to secure my country. That's what make me to go, and so that we can have a peaceful Gambia. That's what take me there. But my intention was not to go and kill anybody, which is I'm asking for the apology to the family, to the loved ones, the entire Gambian. This is what I have.
Thank you very much indeed. We will meet tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all very much.
Thank you very much.
Look, guys, you guys got very big rams. I hope you don't get it from where I'm suspecting.
Do you think you're the only one who knows where all the good news come from? My son bought me this ram all the way from abroad with baluwo.
Oh yes, this must be baluwo. Me too, my daughter just bought one for me. True baluwo. With baluwo, everything is possible.
This Tabaski, you can buy RAM for your family using the trusted Baluwo. Just log on to the www.baluwo.com website or download the app. You can buy RAM, otherwise foodstuffs such as rice, sugar, cooking oil, and much more for your family this Tabaski. Baluwo, better than sending money.
Look, guys, you guys got very big rams. I hope you don't get it from where I'm suspecting.
Do you think you're the only one who knows where all the good news come from? My son bought me this ram all the way from abroad with baluwo.
Oh
noo lañ def ñoo ñëw ak yéen rek skincare plus nar a jàkkaarloo ak yéen waxtaan ak yéen tuuti rek si suñu tube suñu baax emuñ rek ci ay diw waaye comme ni ngeen ko xamee rek dañoo yëngu ci ay tube te yënguwuñ nag si just any tube suñ tube bu nekk 5 star jas na la 5 star jas na mooy jas na bi gën a pire moom la ñoo tube palmaan bi gën a fort moom la ñoo liggéeyee buñ demee Bamako ñun duñ dem ci marché bi rek buub indi déedéet dañ leen a jox suñu specs ne lañ nii lañ ko buggee nale lañ ko buggee fóot bi nangami fóot lañ bugga pour mu mun a set waaw cuubi skincare déedéet doo ko sol mu di la taxa all over the place ci gàttal ñun rek si cuub dara du doy day des not only dañoo cuub but bu la neexee ñu cuubal la ba pare nag ñawal la ñaw fi mu gën a setee nag rek la ñoo fëlee ñetti ñawkat lañ am nañ ñawkati simple nga xam ne xoppati rek mbaa def sa taille basse def sa dagit def sa roba amul benn dawme am nañ koo xam ne moo ñoo dawme jigéen den am nañ tamit special ñawkat boo xam ne ñawi góor rek la ñoo defal nga bugg sa his and hers muy korité muy tobaski mbaa muy ngénte muy takka mbaa nga bugg rek def sa yëkka bu baax a baax daagul ba ñëw skincare plus ñu dimbali la tànnal la cuub fam gën a baaxee ndax sa yëkka gën a foor lii nga ne lan xoolal bi takka la skincare fii la fu léegi yéen tey we're not all about skin we are skin care and the plus does come in so many different ways.
Cubantu winde dan cubam sap-sap.